Miles, you and I were talking off camera for a second, and I got a question for the panel before we get started with the playoffs. Something has been bothering me, and I'm still trying to get a satisfactory answer on this. You know, Kevin Garnett played 5 years for the Boston Celtics. His jersey's hanging up in the rafters. He played 12 years in Minnesota. Why isn't there a statue of him outside the arena?
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a question. I don't know if I can give you a satisfactory answer to that. Jesus.
Because it's the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, that my answer was going to be because they're an incompetent franchise. That's because there's no way you don't hang your greatest ever player by such a wide margin. It's ridiculous. And you don't put up a statue for him. And I know he never won, but the closest you've ever got to even being sniffing winning was with Kevin Garnett in 2004. And you should be eternally grateful for that, because post then and pre then, even though you were an expansion team, you've been terrible. And I would have built a statue from the moment he left, but the moment he retired, there should have been a statue in the works. So I don't know what they're waiting for. But
you know his jersey's not even hung up in the rafters.
I did not know that. They have no jerseys retired.
Kevin Garnett's jersey is not in the rafters.
Man, look, man, stop this small talk, man. What's up with that stuff y'all was talking? What's up with that bullshit y'all was talking about when I said Jamie was top 5? Let's get right. We get right to it. You want
absolutely. Yeah, let's get right to it. Let's get right to it.
Nah, we're gonna talk about the real topic.
No, we gonna get to it. Yeah,
let's get to it. Let's get to it. Y'all tried to call me delusional.
Let's get to it.
Y'all tried to call me delusional when I told y'all the top 5 at the beginning of the season. At the beginning of the season, and all y'all came in here talking about KD and all these other dudes. You dudes are disgusting. Like I said, put respect on my name. Put some respect.
You know who's actually disgusting, Ticket? You know who's actually disgusting? You are, Ticket. You know why you're disgusting? Here's why you're disgusting, Ticket. Did you know that the Miami Heat, as of today, if they won the NBA championship, it's only one guy in the last 30 years. One guy, that would be Jimmy Butler. He'd be the only other guy in the last 30 years, with the exception of Rip Hamilton, to not be in the top 20 in scoring in the NBA.
I don't care what it is.
I'm not done. So add all of that up to the fact that we're talking about a Miami Heat team that was in 8th place, right? They were in 8th place this year. They barely made the playoffs.
What do you mean? Giannis was in first and lost.
Let me tell you what it means. It means that the expectation for Jimmy Butler was not there. Nobody here had them going past the first of all playoffs. Dub is the only one who said, quote, "I think we could give them trouble." Nobody else had them going past.
No, he didn't. That's a damn lie. Dub was a one man.
One more time, Dub.
Dub said he thought they was going to get beat.
Dub, one more time.
Stop lying. You're going to hold on. You're going to stop lying. You're going to stop lying. You're going to stop lying. You're going to stop. Hold on, Doug. You're going to stop lying. I'm going to put checks in your ass right now. See, because I know what you're trying to do. You come on the court. You come on the court with that weak ass. You come on the court with them weak ass balls to me. That don't work. That don't work.
He's sitting right here.
It doesn't work on me. When you come on the court, Chilltown. Hey, Chilltown.
What you said.
When you come on the court, whispering. When you come on the court, hey, look, this is what Chilltown do. This is what Chilltown do. Chilltown the dude that try to give dirty fouls during the game. He the dude try to hit you in the nuts, all kind of stuff. Type of stuff Chilltown do, right? So I'm gonna tell y'all something. No, I ain't talking about that. I heard what he said. The boy, hold on. The man said, hold on. The man said,
no, you hold on. To my point, the Miami Heat did not have any expectations.
I'm gonna cook your ass because you a damn lie. I'm gonna cook.
Before the season started. Before the season started.
Don't get cooked. Go ahead. Hey, look, my go, man. Look,
hold on, Ticket. What did Dub say?
No, Ron. Let me cook this bad one. No, because he lied. No, that's not. No, I heard what Dub said.
What the man said.
Dub said, and I quote, and he better not lie, because I will put his ass on a lie detector right now. He said, and I quote, he said he didn't think they could beat the Bucks. He said that he was worried about their personnel and they weren't good enough as a team. He said he thought they could give him some problems, but he didn't think they was going to beat him. He thought the series was going to be over rather quick. That's what he said. So Grilltown is a lying-ass dude. I got Dub on tape. Hold on. I got Dub John B. looking ass on tape now. Like I said. Hold on.
What did I say?
Back to you. Hold on. Back to you, Grilltown. You are the biggest liar. You are the biggest liar on YouTube, Grilltown. you why. Hold on. Hold on, dog. I'm gonna tell y'all why this fool's a liar. This man, hold on. This man said Jimmy don't have no didn't have no expectations, right? That's a lie. First of all, they went to the hold on. I did not say Jimmy. I said the Miami Heat. I'm gonna cook. No, you said the Heat, right? Now I'm gonna cook you. Hold on. Now I'm gonna cook you. The Miami Heat, the last 4 years, they went to the finals. They went to the conference finals in the last 4 years. So, and they had Bam, and they had Tyler Hero, and they had Jimmy Butler as their core.
Correct. That
core didn't change, sir. Nope. Duncan Robinson's still on the team. He only went to the bench. So the expectations didn't change. See, here's the problem I have with dudes like you. You guys praise regular season warriors like KD, regular season warriors this year like Giannis and them boys. But the regular season warriors like Joel Embiid. But the dudes who really show up when it's time, sucker, the dude who's really there and who is him, which is Jimmy Butler, top 5 dead or alive, and that's just off 1 LP. The dude who's really there. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to give him credit. You want to dance around the issue and praise everybody else when this dude is always in the last 4 standing, baby. And that's a fact. Hey, I'm going to tell you like this, Chilltown. I told you, you got to know when to hold them and when to fold them with me. Again, you clowns sit up there.
All you dudes do is
you berating me.
You twist words and you tell me
berating. I got you on tape. I got you on tape.
You right here. There he is right there.
I'm talking about what you said. You fluent, low, goddamn, I don't know if Mars there, but it was low. All you dudes, y'all dudes looked at me and told me I know what I was talking about when I said Jimmy Butler was top 5 at the beginning of the season. Because Ron told us to keep our list. Ron told us to keep our list. I got the video, so don't make me eat your ass. And y'all stuck there, and y'all talk all this greasy stuff to me, talking about, oh, nah, man, where you get that from? And I said, because he's always in the Final 4. Now, there's no way you can tell me that you sitting here today, when you praise Jason Tatum to the utmost highest powers, that Jimmy walks into Boston again in the TD Garden Arena in front of Cockeye, in front of Tatum, in front of Brown, in front of Smart, in front of the whole crew, in front of the whole goddamn world, and kick they ass. Yes, you can't tell he ain't top 5 because we know he did.
Ticket, right quick, because I'm gonna ask everybody in a second because we gotta get down to the bottom of this. We gotta get down to the bottom. Hold on, Dub.
See, Dub, that's how it happens.
We're gonna get to what you said, Dub. I have to hear everybody's top 5, just in general, your top 5 and your top 5 players that you would take for a playoff run, because it may be a little different. But Dub, before we do that, what did you say?
I don't know. I don't know anymore. There's TikToks, there's videos, but I mean, if Ticket speaking with this determination, I don't know anymore.
Don't let him trip you up, dog.
What did you say going into the playoffs, dog? What did you say going into the playoffs?
I vividly remember. Let me tell you what
I vividly remember saying Dub didn't want Boston. He wanted Milwaukee.
You are in the car making that. You are in the car making that TikTok. You are in the car making that video, and you said, "quote." I'm gonna let you go. I just want to bring you back to where you were.
Oh, no, yeah, I'm messing around right now, but I said this on the TikTok as I was driving. You could go on TikTok and play it back. Chilltown was on the TikTok live with me, and I said, and I quote, I said it was all part of the plan to lose to the Hawks, and that we wanted to see the Bucks. I said I wouldn't bet on us beating the Bucks, but I really think we could upset them. I think we could upset them more than the Boston Celtics. That's exactly what I said on this show, TikTok lives, on the TikToks. I mean, I don't know what else to say.
He's sitting right here. Don't worry. Right here.
Chilltown.
Second or third.
Chilltown. Don't worry. I'm going to Chilltown. You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do? Because all we gotta do is Chilltown. Is all Ron gotta do is go to the day before the first game they played the Bucks. Dub was on the show. And Doug came on this show and he was on Open Gym. And he said, and I quote, he was like, yo, man, we ain't got the pieces, man. I don't like our role players, man. We ain't got enough to beat these guys. They're going to humiliate us, but I think we're going to play hard. That's what he said. That's exactly what he said. He said that he didn't believe in the role players that Jimmy had, which raises the legend of Jimmy Butler again. Because this dude is playing with all these undrafted players, which I know who somebody that you praise, Yo King had, he'd trade all their asses in a heartbeat. But Jimmy Butler is a different animal. What he's doing with these dudes, bro, I'm going to say it again, man. Bro, Old boy was just with the Charlotte Hornets. Doing what? On the worst team in the NBA. Martin, living the Vida Loca. Now he's in the Eastern Conference Finals getting buckets. Come on. The Cavs said they didn't want Kevin Love no more. He was washed up. Couldn't play no D. He was done for. This dude is a world champion. NBA Finals experience, championship experience. Jimmy says, okay, give me him. I'll start him. Then what do? They go get another dude. You ain't even heard from this dude. He been in a flick somewhere. His name is Max Struss. He comes out of nowhere, hitting threes from the parking lot. This is unbelievable, bro. And you gonna tell me Jimmy took these guys, walked in the TD, and smacked these dudes again? I'm gonna tell you again, and I said it yesterday. If Jimmy Butler wins the championship this year, I don't give a damn what nobody on YouTube say. His legend is bigger than D-Wade's in Miami because he would have did more with less in short time. And that is the absolute damn truth. To go through Giannis, then to go through and wipe out the Knicks when the Knicks wiped out the Cavs, then to go get the Boston Celtics who just came out the finals, then you go get the dude that Lowe been sitting around here capping for, and Jokic or Joking, LeBron, Ramon James in the finals. Man, let me tell you something, bro. If he do that, bro, chill town, man.
So
y'all can't tell me.
Ticket, let me ask you this. Would he be the greatest Heat of all time?
Yes. Tell me somebody who did something better than that. With less.
I agree.
Wait, hold on. D-Wade is honorable. D-Wade is honorable. But I want y'all to think, hold on. Bob, I want you to think about something. Bob, I want you to think about one thing.
Like, who's the better player?
No, Doug. Think about one thing. Think about one thing, Bob. If D-Wade, think about this now. Let's be honest. Hold on. Bob, let's be honest. But no, Bob.
Bro, we got time, Ticket. We got time,
No, but Bob, I just want you to be honest.
You
heard him right, bro. You heard him right, Doug.
No, Doug, what did you just ask him,
Doug? Doug getting caught up in the crossfire. This is twice, Doug.
Tell the truth, Doug. Tell the truth.
Tell the truth, Doug.
Tell the truth,
Doug. We want to hear the truth again.
I'm about to say, I asked Ticket, I said, will he be the greatest Heat of all time? Now, he doesn't have to be a better player than Dwayne Wade, but the greatest Heat of all time?
Yes.
Probably.
Because listen.
Hold on. Wait.
Look, I got sick kids right now. I am in World War III. I just had to find my daughter to take some of that pink medicine.
Bob,
I cannot deal with this shit.
I'm telling you, Bob.
Listen for a second. You got to think about it.
This is incredible.
Three Eastern Conference Finals appearances in 4 years. 2
Facts.
finals appearances in 4 years. On top of that, being an 8th seed and winning a championship, beating the Celtics, beating Milwaukee, and then beating whoever comes out the West. I mean, fam, that is
that all we going off of? So
No.
God damn, listen for a minute.
Don't do that. Don't chill town, because here's where you come in. Now watch this, Chill. Let me ask you a question. Because you always say this, and I got you on tape. You always say this. What was D-Wade in the Heat doing before LeBron came over there those years?
They was losing in the playoffs in the first round.
Okay, so now, if LeBron never goes to the Heat, and D-Wade, we know he had injuries a couple years after that when LeBron came and he was done, right? So we're suspecting, what do you think D-Wade's career is? Do you think he goes to another finals and wins another chip without LeBron James or Bosh?
So, yeah. 1 second. Yes, because here's why. Because we're talking about a Dwayne Wade at that time. So before he gets James, this is the same Dwayne Wade. I think he finished in the top 3 in MVP votes. He finished first team All-NBA. He finished as an all-league defender. I think he finished in the top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year. He was at his peak at that point in 2008, 2009. There were people who said that Dwayne Wade should have been the league MVP. Do you know that Jimmy Butler twice, not once, twice, finished in the top 10 in MVP votes at number 10? That's as high as he's gotten. And that ain't even with the Miami Heat. That ain't even with the Miami Heat. No, you're not with me. No, you are not.
I'm following you. I'm listening.
Here's why you're not following me. Because what you're going off of, you're going off a phenomenal playoff run over the last 4 years, which we can't leave out the fact that he did get swept in the midst of that. He did get swept out of the playoffs, and they did lose in a dogfight in Game 7. However, we can't take out what Dwayne Wade, his totality with the Miami Heat has become. The fact that I'm actually sitting here and having this conversation about who Dwayne Wade was from the beginning and at the end, not just what Jimmy Butler did in the playoffs, is amazing to me.
So let me eat you. Let me eat you real quick, because I'm going to put your ass. Hey, you done right now. So at that same time, Doug, was not LeBron Ramon James in the Eastern Conference?
Well, yes.
So you telling me that D-Wade, without Chris Bosh, without LeBron James, would have beat LeBron in the East?
Are you telling me that they wouldn't have made any moves?
No, I'm saying, no. I want to get this straight. Are you saying that D-Wade without LeBron and without Bosh, he would have beat? Hold on. You telling me he would have got back to the finals?
This is hypothetical.
No. The reason why I'm asking, hold on. The reason why I'm asking that is because Jimmy, if he wins this series, he's took the Heat in 4 years to 2 finals. He's telling me D-Wade only went to 1. He's telling me this, right? Without LeBron James and Bosh. He's telling me that if LeBron and Bosh don't come, he stop praising he said, hold on. He said if they don't come to Miami, that D-Wade with the team they had, then who was the second best player on that team? Who was the second best player on that team?
I'm glad you brought that. Answer that question. I'm glad you brought that up.
D-Wade
no,
won.
I asked. No. He won with Shaq on the team too. But I'm asking you. Hold on.
I'm glad you brought that up.
Hold on. I'm asking you one more time. Before the year before LeBron James. Hold on. The year before LeBron and Bosh were there. Who was the second best player the year before LeBron and Bosh?
I believe the second best player was Mario Chalmers.
Cut it out, nigga. So they going back to the finals?
Or Jermaine O'Neal, I think it was.
Michael Beasley.
It was Michael Beasley. So Michael Beasley. Meanwhile, Jimmy Butler. Come on. So with Michael Beasley going back to the finals.
No love for Udonis Haslem, man.
We don't know that. And Udonis Haslem, who's a great, who's a.
So they gonna beat LeBron James in the Cavs?
We don't know. We don't know
who's winning 60 games.
We don't know what's gonna happen. No, you're a damn lie. You know why you're a lie? Because you don't know what was gonna happen. And that to the fact that Jimmy Butler hasn't even won yet. What are we talking about here? Dwayne Wade actually did do that. He did win. Add that to the fact that Jimmy Butler is, according to me, because I'm a big Bam guy, he is playing with an all-star in Bam Adebayo. He is playing with an all-league defender in Bam Adebayo. Meanwhile, after Shaq left, before he got LeBron James, tell everybody in the cheap seats who Dwayne Wade was playing with. Go ahead.
Who was Jimmy Butler playing with?
I just told you. An all-league defender and an all-star.
And cut it out, man. He made him
once again.
Jimmy Butler's playing with 4 undrafted dudes.
Once again, who else? Who's Dwayne Wade playing with? Tell everybody in the cheap seats.
He basically.
I can't believe we even having this discussion.
No, I'm saying you respectfully. You telling me? I want y'all to think about what he just said. D-Wade is getting you the focus. Hold on. No. I want you to think about this. I want you to think about this though, because you said you think he could have got to another finals. You did say that.
No, I didn't say that. Didn't say that.
This nigga's lying.
Chill. I would say this, right? So similar to how the Philadelphia Eagles, right? With Nick Foles. And you know how Nick Foles is such a made man in the city of Philadelphia. And he gets tons of love for that.
Got a statue of him outside.
Oh, exactly. So that's where I'm going with it, right? Okay. Where Dwayne Wade, even though we can all acknowledge he is the best Miami Heat of all time, 100%. Right. That greatness factor and how much love that and praise he's going to have within that city of Miami, this run he's been for the last 4 years is something that's going to be unforgettable. It's going to be cemented in 100 years. Culture. And I think that supersedes what D-Wade did in his career. He won with Shaq.
Which is fair, Dub. But would you ever say Nick Foles and Donovan McNabb in the same sentence?
Hey,
Dub's a young guy.
I think Nick Foles gets more love than Donovan McNabb, though.
Here's also the thing, though, that we're leaving off the table. And then I do have another question I want to ask.
Mm-hmm.
We're only talking about one of Dwayne Wade's championships. Yes, LeBron and Chris Bosh were there, but he still has 2 more.
Man, listen, if you gave Jimmy Butler if you gave Jimmy Butler 2 players like that, he'll have the same amount or more. Period. You give him 2 players like that in Miami. So we can't count those dudes. And listen.
Are you saying so
D-Wade's rings don't count?
No. I'm saying
counting one of D-Wade's rings?
No, I'm saying, come on. I'm saying him. This is my whole point about ranking where I rank Jimmy. Chilltown need to take his medicine so he can remember what he said 5 minutes ago. I'm going to play this back. I'm going to play this back because you said that, right? All I'm saying is this. Jimmy Butler has had less help than what D-Wade has had. Plus, one of his main guys has been hurt the last 2 years in the playoff runs, and that is Tyler Hero, 6th man of the year. dude that was averaging 20. He's been out. So when you look at it like that, and you say, damn, this dude don't been to 3 conference finals in 4 years. And then not only that, watch this right here. He got a chance to go back to the NBA finals this year. I'm saying if he do it this year, close the deal, to me, what he's done in the 4 years would have been more than what D-Wade did alone as a Miami Heat star. Because remember, when D-Wade was sputtering, because this is y'all excuse for LeBron James, y'all said that Miami Heat team was going nowhere before LeBron went over there. That was y'all excuse for LeBron to go over there. That wasn't no team that was going to the NBA finals or had just won a chip the year before. No, that team was getting beat in the first round of the playoffs, and you guys always use that argument. So now, sir, I'm going to use an argument against you because it works. The logic works. Again, if he don't get LeBron James, and he don't get Chris Bosh, that means you're going to tell me that you think D-Wade would have beaten the Boston Celtics with KG, Ray Allen, and Paul Pierce? He would have beat LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavs and got through to the NBA Finals? Hell no.
He lost the Boston in 2010.
He didn't. Yeah, he didn't beat them. He lost the Boston.
Who made the argument about Miami were nothing before?
Grilltown. I asked him, do he think that D-Wade, without getting LeBron and Bosh, would have went to another finals? He said yes.
No,
Rewind the tape.
That's not even the question I asked.
That's not what I said.
Who made the argument that Miami were nothing without LeBron, and that's what made LeBron's move okay? Who made that?
That's what they make. That's what they say when we say that LeBron James won the Super Bowl. They say Miami wasn't winning nothing for LeBron went over there.
Who's they?
All right, so do this ticket. Let's put some spice on it. Is Jimmy Butler better than Dwayne Wade?
No.
No.
Playoff performer, yes.
No.
Playoff performer, yes. 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 I've seen too much from him. I've seen too much.
And what are you basing that on, ticket?
Emotion.
First of all, his lack of help, the way he's been able to uplift and carry his teammates. Again, this dude got 4 undrafted dudes on his team. The dudes he got on his team, Kevin Love, throwaway. Caleb Martin was on one of the worst teams in the NBA in the Charlotte Hornets. These is facts. Then you had Struss. Hold on, where did Struss came from? He got Struss out the Playgirl magazine. So where did Struss come from? I'm just being honest. Where did he get all these dudes? And these dudes out there hitting shots, playing at the highest level with the highest level of confidence, bro. Bro, that's great leadership. That's great. And then he closes the deal. He closed the deal against Giannis. He's closing the deal last night against the Boston Celtics. Come on, bro. Cut it out, man. Listen. Wade is great.
So if you think Jimmy Butler's a better playoff performer, why don't you just say he's a better player? Because the playoffs matter.
He's not a better player. That's why, Morris.
No, I know he's not, but Ticket's whole argument is based on the playoffs, and we don't care about these regular season players like KD and.
I stand on it.
And that's fine. I'm not arguing with that. But I'm saying if you think Jimmy Butler's a better playoff performer, which is what you said, why don't you just say he's a better player?
I think he is.
There we go.
I would
Say it. Put it out there.
So wait.
Hold on. Now let's go back.
Let's go where he's ranking Jimmy.
First, this is the thing. We're not. Please stop doing that, because we have to do this shit for 2 hours, and I'm not doing it for 2 hours. I swear I'm not.
I'm listening to you, Big Bob. What's up, bro?
Do it for an hour though.
It just sounds
I'm not doing it for an hour. I swear I'm not, bro. Shit, I swear.
All right, come on.
Go ahead, Big Bob. I'm listening.
I'm trying. I'm saying I got kids. All right. I'm going. I'm going. Look, first of all, let's go back. Dub, I hate to throw you under the bus, brother, but I got to, because like I said before, Dub, you know when you play that game like the floor is lava, that's what Dub was playing. Dub, you know that as soon as Miami lost, then you was like, you know what? We did it on purpose. Then me and you was on the clip. Come on, Dub. We was on the clip, and I was like, you know what, Dub? I think y'all might be able to pull this one out. It was like, I don't think so. That was the clip. That was the clip. Second of all, Ticky, I came up here to show Jimmy Butler some love, give him some praise. I said Miami in 6 3 days ago. I came here to show Jimmy Butler some love, brother, and you are making it very hard. You are making it.
How was that? Hold on. Let me say one thing to you, Bob.
Man, because
Jimmy Butler, the last 7 years.
I know all of that. Ticket. I've been here too. I've been watching basketball.
No, I ain't talking about winning. No. I'm talking about him and D-Wade.
Look. I've been watching all this shit too. I've been watching it too, and I'm praising everything Jimmy Butler is doing. Everything he's doing. I can't knock him for anything. But we can't act like he's better than Dwayne Wade.
So hold on, let me ask you a question then, Bob. Bob, Jimmy Butler for the regular season this year averaged 22.9 points per game. That's not a slouch. That's not a slouch. But hold on. But then he's the anti-Joel Embiid because in the playoffs, he went from averaging 22.9 in the regular season to 31 in the playoffs.
That's amazing.
And hold on, let me say this. Every year is the same. Last year in the playoffs, 27.4.
Every year it's not the same.
Not 2021. Not 2021.
I'm talking about when he performed. I'm talking about when he. No, listen what I'm saying. I'm talking about when he goes to the playoffs the last few years. His average, his numbers have went way up from the regular season. And that's what you're supposed to do when you're great. Hold on.
Did you not see the fight against the Pistons?
Hold on. Let me finish.
I've been holding on for 25 minutes.
Go ahead.
Did you not see Dwayne Wade against the Pistons? Did you not see D. Wade carry Shaquille O'Neal through a past the Dallas Mavericks? Did you not watch that? Everybody from Miami. Everybody from Miami in that area that was born before 1995, that was actually available to watch to see the game. Everybody from Miami that was born before 1995 know that everything that just came out your mouth is complete bullshit.
Okay, so let me say this to you.
They watched Dwayne Wade. They watched
you. So let me give you all these stats.
Hold on. I don't know. I don't care about the stats. I watched the game.
Right, I watch the game too. So tell me, I watch the game too.
Stop talking about the stats. Let's just see what we're.
No. I'm talking about the stats versus
the. About before that, Dwayne Wade had a deep playoff run.
Okay, so listen. I'm talking about Bobby. Let's get to that. Hold on, Bob. Let's go to facts. Bob. Let's go to facts.
D. Wade was already doing it.
You take over testament because I'm about to cook your star again.
You can cook whatever you want to.
Now look, Bob. Let's get to it.
You're not gonna lie on Dwayne Wade.
D. Wade's last. Hold on, Bob.
Not doing it.
Bob. Okay, Bob. Okay, since I'm lying, watch this, Bob. D. Wade, since he left Miami in 2016, his last year in Miami, 19 points per game. Year before that, 21.5. Year before that, 19. Year before that, 21.2. Year before that, 22.1. Year before that, 25.5. Jimmy Butler's averaging more, if not the same, all those years in Miami, sir. That's the bullshit. Hold on.
Yes, past prime D Wade is somewhat comparable to peak Jimmy Butler.
Bob, please let me finish, Bob. Bob, please let me finish. Please let me finish. Hold on. Please let me finish. And since he won, after he won, since after he won the championship with Shaq, the year after he won the championship with Shaq, 15 games they won. They was 15-67. Now I'm gonna keep looking. Hold on. Shut up. I'm gonna keep looking your ass.
Don't tell some of the story. Tell the whole story. He had a shoulder injury. He was out for the whole season.
Okay, hold on. Let me pull that up. Let me pull that up right now. Hold on. That's not true. That's not true. That is not true. That is not true. He was not out for the whole season. Time out. Jimmy, hold on. Dwayne Wade. Time out. I got it right here. Hold on.
The next year,
Bob. I'm not Bob.
You got too much influence. They believe
Bob. The man played that season, Bob. The man played 51 games. Hold on. He played 51. Hold on. He played 51 games. Hold on. Hold on, I got it right now. In 2007, 2008, they won 15 games. He played 51 of those games. They won 15. Let's keep going. He played 51 games and started 49. So let's go. The next year, they won 43 games the very next year. D. Wade played 79 games. They only won 43 games. The very next year, they won 47 games, right? Mm-hmm. 47 games the next year. D. Wade played 77 of those games. Right. So they wasn't even doing shit those years, right? So hold on. Bobby, please hold on. Bobby.
Wait.
LeBron comes. Bobby, I know you don't want to lose. I know you don't want to lose.
I don't care about losing. I care about you being a liar.
I'm not being a liar. I'm telling you the facts.
47 wins is a winning season.
Jimmy Butler was winning 50.
I don't give a shit. 47 games is a winning season.
Oh, you're not hearing what I'm saying to you. I'm saying Jimmy was better. The hell are you talking about?
No, he wasn't. Never was.
I'm proving it. Okay, time out. The very next they got LeBron James. The very next they got LeBron James is when they won 58 games. Before that, with D. Wade. Hold on, sir. Hold on, Bob. without LeBron James. The year before they won 47, and the year before 43, and the year before 15. Then after LeBron James leaves Miami, right after LeBron James leaves Miami, and D Wade is still there. Now let's pull up how many games they won when LeBron James left. Guess what? When LeBron James left, they won 37 games the next season, sucker. Keep playing with me. I'm gonna smoke your ass like a blunt. Hold on. I'm not finished. I'm not finished. So the very next year, in 2014, 2015, they won 37 games, sucker. The very next year, they won 48 games. Okay, cool. No problem. No biggie. Hey, the next year, hold on, Bob. The next year they won 40. Hold on, Bob. The next year they won.
Telling us all the stats you were telling us before. You kept telling us the wins and how many games D-Wade played.
Bob, I'm just telling you. Hold on. I'm telling you, Bob. I'm telling you that outside of the year, this is all I'm trying to say to you, bro. Outside of the year, he won it. Bob, can I say what I'm saying, bro?
Keep going, Ticket.
Outside of the year that he won it. I'm not telling how truth. Nigga, look it up.
Keep going, Ticket. Focus. Come on, Ticket. Keep going. Keep going, Ticket.
After the year that he won the chip. This nigga right here is a goddamn fool.
Come on,
bro. Can I say what I'm saying, bro? Can I say what I'm saying? You big head bastard. Can I say what I'm saying? Damn, man. Come on, let me say what I'm saying, bro. The year before,
Hold up. Everybody relax.
Clown, keep cutting me off. I'm just trying to get my point off.
And I have
bro, I'm telling the truth, nigga.
Let Ticket get it off, Bob, and then I'm gonna let you get it off.
I got a voice I can talk to.
Keep going, Ticket. Keep going, Ticket. Keep going, Ticket. I'm with you.
All I'm saying is this, bro. All I'm saying is this. When D Wade was in Miami, outside of them years LeBron James came, Jimmy Butler really was winning more games in the last 4 years that Jimmy been with the Miami Heat. He's done more than what D Wade did outside of winning that championship. That's why I said if he wins the chip this year, his whole career in Miami in a 4-year span would have been better than D Wade's whole career outside of when LeBron came. These is facts. Because when LeBron came, they were sputtering. Look it up. And then guess what? He talking about level. Jimmy Butler was averaging more points, more rebounds, and on the same assists as D Wade and steals all those years in Miami. These is facts. Don't cut the shit, nigga. Look it up.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, chill. I want to hear everybody's counter to this right quick, but then I have questions for everybody just regarding Jimmy and this whole top 5 thing, him being the greatest Heat player of all time, and what's currently going on. But go ahead, chill.
So I want to make sure that I'm understanding Ticket correctly. Ticket is basing this off the postseason, and not just the postseason. He's basing this off what he did in the regular season. So it's all in totality. And over a 4-year span, when he got swept out of the playoffs in 2021, not only did he get swept out of the playoffs in 2021, we can't forget about, Jimmy Butler didn't always play for the Miami Heat. I mean, rewind the clock, because you did say he was better than Dwayne Wade. And we can't forget the fact that he was in Minnesota and he averaged 22 a game in Minnesota in the regular season. They got swept out of the playoffs in the first round. His point production, because you brought up points, his point production dropped 8 points. He averaged 14 a game in them playoffs in the 17-18 season when he was in Minnesota. That's number 2. Number 3, Dwayne Wade has always been the best player, with the exception of before James showed up. He was the best player on the team in Miami. Them 7 years before James showed up, he was the best player on the team. When they had Eddie Jones, when they had Shaq.
That's a lie. Shaq finished second in MVP vote, so that's a lie right there, sucker. The year before, Shaq finished second in MVP vote. So how could D-Wade be better than Shaq if your cousin, sucker, finished second in MVP voting? I'll wait.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So now we're gonna add. Contest? No, it's not a popularity
Let's talk about where Jimmy Butler finished in MVP votes and tell me
I wasn't even going to talk about that, Mars. The reason why I wasn't going to say that because what I was going to do is I was going to rewind what he just said, because his whole argument, your whole stance is based on what he did in the postseason. That's your whole argument.
No, it's not. I talked about the regular season. I gave you the regular
season too. Dwayne Wade and Jimmy Butler regular season, he can't hold a candle to him.
Are you crazy?
He can't.
Hold on. That's right. Hold on. Still town. Respectfully. Still town.
Let me ask you this one question, and I'm going to be done with this argument. We can move on. One question for the panel. Was Dwayne Wade at any point ever considered the best 2 guard in the league?
Maybe, but not. If Kobe
he came in during a bad time.
The conversation was
between him and who?
Kobe.
Right.
Okay,
So was Jimmy Butler ever considered a top 5 player in the NBA at any point?
Yo, and you know what's crazy? Before anybody answers that, you know what's crazy? Dwayne Wade playing at the same time as Kobe is close to the same thing as Jimmy Butler playing at the same time as LeBron.
No, it's not, because Jimmy
Butler was never in a conversation.
No. This is I understand that. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. For Dwayne Wade to have to be better than Kobe is similar to this. You see what I'm saying? It's similar to the same thing as Jimmy Butler having to be better than LeBron.
And one came much closer than the other.
Hold on. Hey, but check this out, y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and cook Chilltown with that lie he just told.
I'm lying again.
Hold on. Chilltown. Jimmy Butler's all-time record is 454 wins and 300 losses in his career. So he's well over 500. Dwayne Wade's all-time record is damn near the same, but he just had more games. He's 611 wins and 43 losses in his career. So they damn near had the same winning percentage. If you look it up right now, D Wade just played more games.
James Harden has a better winning percentage than AI. So James.
No. He said no. I'm saying he said he was talking about Jimmy Butler's impact on winning and D Wade's, and I was telling him it's not just the playoffs. Jimmy Butler been winning games in hold on, Chilltown, 1 second, brother. Jimmy Butler been winning games in the regular season since Chicago, bro. Then when he came from Chicago, he went over and made Minnesota a playoff team when Cat and them didn't know how to do it. These is facts. Then he went over and he made Philly legit, and they got rid of him and kept Tobias Harris. Sorry ass. How would that have won it? They would have kept Jimmy. Then you think about this. He goes to Miami. He goes to Miami. I want y'all to think about this. Then he goes to Miami, right, y'all? He goes to Miami in the last few years with the Miami Heat, y'all. The last few years with the Miami Heat is crazy. When Jimmy Butler plays, he's 38-20 with Miami, 33-19, 65%, 38-20, 33-19, 63%, 38-19, 66%, 35-29, 54% in the games he's played with the Miami Heat. This nigga's well over 60% winning percentage in the regular season. The only thing I'm saying to y'all is we don't give him enough props because he played both sides of the ball. Hold on. He played both sides of the basketball. Just like last night, he had 6 steals. Nobody gonna talk about that.
Yes, we will.
Okay?
Yes,
I'm
we
trying
will.
to talk about it. I was trying to talk about it.
No. Chilltown. But I'm saying
talk about it.
No. Hey, hold on. But this is my thing. This is my thing. We're the problem. All of us are part of the problem because the dudes. I'm gonna say this. Hold on, Bob. The dudes we supposed to be praising and elevate, we don't. We spend time praising Embiid. We spend time praising KD. We spend time praising Devin Booker. We spend time giving all these dudes who have bigger names, Ja Morant, all these other dudes, all the airtime and all the credit. When Jimmy is a little old engine that could. He just continues to get it done. He's good old reliable. And we don't even give him the credit. But guess what, Chilltown? One last thing I'm going to say. Your cousin, hold on. Your cousin was on national TV last night. You can call him right now. He said Jimmy Butler's a superstar. Done.
Be that as it may, he's not better than Dwayne Wade. It's just that simple. I came up here, like I said, to praise Jimmy Butler. I wanted to talk about the 6 steals. I wanted to talk about how he had Jason Tatum out there shook, silver dollar eyes. How many times I got to tell you? He's scared of Jimmy Butler. I came up here to talk about that.
Talk about it then, Big Eye. Talk about it, Big Eye.
Hold up, no. Wait. We didn't got too deep into this. I have questions I have to ask. This is the last thing on this topic before we move on. I just have to say, ticket. If you're saying with the ring, he's above D Wade, then that would mean he's already on that same trajectory as D Wade. He's already in that same tier. So where would you rank him right now then? If he doesn't win the ring,
what do you mean? What do you mean in the league?
What he's saying is that the fact that he didn't win, he's at least close to him. Because if he wins, he's passing him. So if he's close to him, where you got him at right now, Ticket? That's what he's saying.
No, I'm saying all time. I'm saying what he talking about all time of this year.
No, like. So you're saying you're going to put him for Heat players? You're saying you're going to put him above?
No, I got him. No, I still have D Wade. Hold on, I still have D Wade slightly ahead of him. But I'm saying if he wins the chip this year, to me that cites him over Jimmy. Because if you really think about it, in 4 years he's been in Miami, bro. The man don't been in the Final Four almost every year.
Ticket.
So
So
hold on. Let's say this. Hold on.
Best he
But
playing
Bob,
third, fourth, fifth.
what
Where
about
is he
the
right
4
now?
years?
Well, he already said he's the best.
Come on.
Is
And
he the
can't
third
nobody
best
say,
shooting guard
hold
of
on.
all time?
What about the
Can't
4
no-
years LeBron was there?
Bob, I'm gonna say this though, Bob.
Is he the
Ain't
third
nobody.
best shooting guard of all time?
What do you
That's
4
what I
years
wanna
LeBron
know.
was there? What you talking about?
You said, wait, Ticket. Let me finish this question. Please let me finish the question. You said in the 4 years that Jimmy was there, he's done this, and that, and this, that, and the third. What about the 4 years LeBron was there? What did LeBron do in the 4 years he was there?
What do you mean? We talking about the 4 years he was in Miami?
Ticket, you can't put Jimmy.
No, I'm
Butler
saying no.
ahead
I'm
of
talking about. You talking about? No. Hold on. I'm trying to figure out your question. You saying the 4 years LeBron was with D Wade in Miami?
The 4 years that LeBron was in Miami. Don't try to throw the fact that he was with D Wade.
He was that. Time out. Hold on. You have to because if you put hold on.
Talk down on D Wade.
Hold on, Jimmy. Hold on. So time out. I don't ever want to hear. Hold on. Then I don't ever want to hear you say another word. Hold on. I don't ever want to hear you say another word about KD. Then I don't want to never hear you say another word about any other player that's playing with all-time top. Hold on. So it doesn't. Hold on. So it doesn't matter. Hold on. Let me ask you this question. So it doesn't matter. Hold on, Bob. I have to say this. I have to be honest with you and say this, right?
Be honest.
Give y'all a perfect example. Hold on. I'm gonna give y'all one example. KD went this year and played with Devin Booker. If Devin Booker, hold on. Let me finish my sentence. If Devin Booker were to win the chip this year, does he get the same credit as he would have got had he would have beat Giannis and won the chip without KD?
I will. It's a ring. A ring is a ring.
Nigga on coke. Go ahead. My bad, y'all. I shouldn't have said.
I'm on coke, but you can answer this question. Somebody. Look. You know when somebody on coke by the way they acting. You acting awfully cokish right now.
Okay, man.
All right,
Okay.
come on.
Here's the thing.
Bro, you gotta stop doing that, bro. Look, I'm trying. We focused on one thing. You said we had to go back to it. Now we back to it. I asked the brother a question. He want to talk about Devin Booker. I'm asking you. You said, what did Jimmy Butler do in the 4 years?
That don't count. He played with LeBron.
Why doesn't it count, Ticket?
Because you said LeBron. Because LeBron James was the MVP 2 of those 4 years.
And Jimmy Butler, I'm not comparing LeBron.
What MVP Jimmy played with?
I'm not comparing Jimmy Butler. I'm not comparing.
Jimmy, hold on. Jimmy Butler's playing with a dude on the level of Chris Bosh. Jimmy Butler's second best player is on the level of Chris Bosh. That was D Wade. That's the third best player.
That's still an All-Pro. That's still an All-Pro.
No. But that was their third best player on the same team.
Even if it's the third or the fourth best player, he's still playing with an All-Pro. So it's not so it's not like it's something that's.
So now it don't matter who we playing with, right?
No, I didn't say that. No, nobody's saying that.
Kobe's first 3 rings don't count. I just want you to know that. I want you to know that Kobe Bryant only has 2 rings, y'all. Don't ever forget that.
I just want to know.
Don't ever forget it. Kobe got 2 rings, y'all.
I just want to know if Jimmy wins, is he the third best shooting guard of all time?
Gotta be.
Ticket.
Bro, I got him past D Wade, man.
Which is where D Wade is. D Wade is considered.
Oh man, listen, bro. Y'all,
This is not twisting words, Ticket. This is not
crazy. We not. Hey, dog, listen, my man.
Now you want to give Jimmy Butler. Now I understand where you at, Ticket. The way we talk about KD, the way we talk about Devin Booker, the way we talk about Giannis, the way we talk about Embiid. You want us to talk about Jimmy Butler like that too. And the reason why you want us to talk about Jimmy Butler like that too is because of what he does in the postseason. And just so you know, Ticket, when we came on here, we were actually going to do that. We were going to talk about him like the big deal that he is. But you want to take it somewhere else. That now Jimmy Butler is better than Dwayne Wade. Oh,
if he win the chip.
Wait a second.
If he win the chip.
Can we just talk about how awesome he is? Can we do that?
If he win the chip.
Can I hear what you and Bobby have to say about the game, though? I am interested in that. Chill and Bob.
Word.
What do you guys have to say about that game? I thought it was amazing. I cried afterwards. I'm not gonna lie. I went on stream and
was you for real in tears? Were you for real in tears?
I know how to make myself cry, but the tears were coming.
So you're a great actor. So the one thing that I want to make clear is confidence is everything. When I say confidence is everything, is when you got a dude that's in the room that's making it clear to everybody, I don't have enough heart for you. I don't have enough heart for you. I got enough heart for a last one of y'all in here. I just need you to roll with me. You stand up taller. You walk taller. You talk louder because you running with this dude. And if you look at what the Miami Heat are doing right now, they're not doing anything special in terms of sets. They're not doing anything special in terms of X's and O's. They're running with a bunch of confidence. And they're running with a bunch of confidence because we got a lead dog. That's why. And this dude is making it clear, I ain't going to let nobody rough us up. I'm not going to let nobody talk down to us. You're going to play your game, and you're going to excel at it, which would explain why Kyle Lowry goes on basically on one leg where he's giving you 13 and a quarter, and Max Strus is giving you another 13 and a quarter, where you're getting 60 points from Caleb Martin and Max Strus and four guys who you're getting 60 points from, and 2 of them are only starters. Jimmy Butler, who all I need you guys to do is keep it close, and I'll end it. When you got a guy like that, it's very difficult not to roll with him and not to believe in him. When I watch Jason Tatum, when I watch him, he's so awesome in stretches where I just can't stop watching him. But then he'll do stuff where he'll just throw the basketball away, where he'll make bonehead plays. And again, I keep making this point that it's the growing pains, but at some point, these mistakes that he's making, we got to do better. So, for example, him passing up a 3 at the end of the game, which they really didn't need a 3, but him passing up a 3 when Caleb Martin was closing out, just shoot the basketball instead of trying to shoot the basketball. And he gets closed out on the baseline with Caleb Martin because he was going to run him over. Instead of just, that's where the in-between game comes in with him, that 2 dribble pull-up, that 1 dribble pull-up, that stuff right there. That's where the in-between game comes in with him. And that's not there yet. Right, that Boston Celtic team, in terms of talent, we shouldn't be having this conversation. But the Miami Heat got one guy that's making it clear we could beat these dudes. All I need you dudes to do is roll with me.
I don't think it's just one guy though, Chilton. Jimmy Butler is obviously the big dog over there, but we got to stop. We can't forget who Kyle Lowry really is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Kyle Lowry might not physically be Dub. I don't know why you looking like that, bro. I mean, Kyle Lowry has never been as good of a point guard, I think, as a lot of people say he was. But when he got somebody riding with him, he can really press his issue. I think he's a big locker room guy. He knows, he's a good leader. I'll just leave it at that. I don't want to get too shambled in that. He's a great leader. I think he sees Jimmy Butler. He's looking at Jimmy Butler like, this kind of like when I had Kawhi. I got me one. It's Kyle Lowry's trying to take complete advantage of this situation, and I think he's in those guys' heads just as much as Jimmy Butler is, letting them know we can do this. We can do this. I think Bam Adebayo, he's got his confidence up. I love to see Bam ball. I love when Bam get to playing some real basketball. You know, Eric Spoelstra, I'm sorry, y'all. I said what I said those couple months ago. I apologize. I walked that all the way back. Complete.
I was out too, Big Ox. I was out too.
Complete 180 Eric Spoelstra. I apologize. I apologize. Eric Spoelstra is coaching his ass off. Like I said, Heat and 6, and I'm standing on that. But Jimmy Butler, the way he just showed up at the end, getting the steals he got, and some of those, of course, like I said, I don't want to harp on Jason Tatum, but man, Chilton, what's up with your boy?
Well, again, Big Ox, we're talking about a guy who's got the goods, and he shows it, but he doesn't show it consistently, and I think that's where we're getting tripped up at. Like I told you, that in-between part of his game, that part isn't there. And if
not even so much that, Chilton, it's these 2 turnovers specifically. The one where he's attacking the basket, he's going left. And I think Caleb Martin's guarding him, and I think Max Strus is the one that's about to take the charge.
No, switch it around. Switch it around.
Okay, so Max Strus is guarding him, and Caleb Martin's about to take the charge.
Yep.
All he got to do is take one more hard dribble, stop, boom, off the glass. That's an easy shot. And so, I see what you're saying with the in-between game.
That's what I'm talking about.
But it's like he looked to pass it and fumbled the ball. Like, you can't do that right now. This isn't the regular season. I don't care about this happened, that happened. The fact is, you cannot do that right now. The other one, he's at the 3-point line. Elbow. I like the elbow. 3-pointer, right?
Right.
Gabe Vincent closes out on you. Jason Tatum, what, you 6'9"? Gabe Vincent's what, 6 foot, 6'1"? You think he's gonna block your shot? Elevate and shoot the ball. He gets scared. Comes down with it. Yo. Like that's all mental. None of that is his ability to play basketball. It's all mental. And that's all I'm saying about Jason Tatum and stuff like that. You're too good to be making mistakes like that. Those 2 mistakes don't happen, the Celtics potentially could win the game. He got remember he got caught in the air and trying to throw it at the last minute. Jimmy gets a steal. Like, bro, those type of things is like
Dub,
you're just giving away playoff games.
Dub, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm watching your crew, and on the one hand, there's a hater in me because I'm thinking to myself, what are these dudes doing here? Why are these guys here? But then there's the other part of me that's like, you know what? I'm rolling with these dudes. I want to see them do it. It's like the Rocky Balboa thing. Like, this dude can't fight, but then you see him in the 8th, 9th round, and he's still standing. And now all of a sudden, I'm with this dude. I want to see him drop you now. You should have been dropped this dude, but now he's going to drop you, and I'm behind him now to drop you. And I'm watching this Miami Heat team, and there's no reason outside of Jimmy Butler for me to think that this team should even be, not just in the Eastern Conference Championship, they shouldn't be in contention. But they got one guy. And don't get me wrong, Big Ox. They do have Kyle Lowry, who's a big-time leader, which I won't even get nasty up here. The reason why I'm not going to get nasty, because I could say something like, what happens if the Miami Heat win the NBA championship? You do know that that's 2 NBA championships for Kyle Lowry. Now, how are we going to start talking about Kyle Lowry? Stuff like that. I don't want to do that. No. But what I do, because I think they can do it. Right. But what I am gonna say, Dub, is I was really, for lack of a better term, I hated on your boys. But the more I watch them, the more I'm getting on board.
Get on the train.
The more I want to get on the train watching these dudes.
We've been going through the gutter, fam. After LeBron left, we had Chris Bosh with heart murmurs and blood clots and stuff. We had our superstars going out. D Wade left us, being in and out of the playoffs. We've been going through the burner. And it just feels so good to be on the right side of things now. 3 Eastern Conference Finals in the last 4 years. Jimmy Butler being an 8th seed, bro. This is not normal. This is crazy. Bro. If he, oh my God, if they win as an 8th seed, this is going to be the craziest thing we have ever witnessed in our lifetime. Chill. What have me and you been criticizing Bam Adebayo for all season long? Be aggressive. Be aggressive. And now I really feel as if Miami wants that one. They're trying to do what they should have done last year. We should have beat them last year if Bam Adebayo was consistent, if he woke the fuck up. If he woke up, and that's what he's doing right now. He's trying to make up for that. So Bam keeps playing like this, and the shooting that's going on. And Kyle Lowry, I wasn't a fan of Kyle Lowry being in our starting lineup, but him as a 6th man right now, energy guy, ball handler, hitting some key shots. I think that's a perfect role for him right now. And bro, Miami Heat, pour up, baby.
I want to say this. I want to say this to everybody listening. You guys want to know why I put so much praise on a guy like Jimmy? You gotta look at where Jimmy came from when he came in the league, bro. He wasn't this hype player that came in the league like all the other stars, KD, Harden, all these other dudes, bro. This man worked himself from the bottom under Tibbs, bro. You know how hard it is to come up on a guy like Tibbs at that time when you were a guy who wasn't getting no burn. Tibbs wasn't playing dudes like Jimmy. Jimmy really had to work for that, bro. And y'all, and that dude just put that super chat on the screen, said, "Oh, I'm praising him for the postseason, not the regular." Bro, Jimmy Butler balled in the regular season. They lie to y'all. Look at his numbers in the regular season. He averaged 23 points a game this season. That's not shabby. Y'all praise Jokic, he averaged only 24. Y'all got to think about this stuff. Jimmy Butler averaged 22.9 points per game this season. So it's not like he just taking the regular season off, averaging 16 and 17. Then he's going Super Saigon in the playoffs. No, he's doing superstars.
That's the thing, though. That's the thing, though. Ticket that right there, like what you just said. He's averaging 22, and then what you see him in the playoffs, which gets me to thinking, like, wait a minute, my man. Like, if you could do this in the playoffs, what I'm seeing in the regular
because I'm gonna tell you what he does. And Kyle Lowry said this last night. He uplifts his teammates and gives them confidence during the season. Therefore, when you get to the postseason, they're ready for this. Hold on, chill. Because it's right. He does it during the season, and then in the postseason, when he knows he needs to step up at certain times, big times in the game and take games. Guess what? Now all of his guys around him have confidence because they didn't play a certain way. Let me give you one criticism. I don't want to take it to LeBron. I'm going to give you one criticism earlier, LeBron, that he changed. LeBron was kind of trying to carry teams, right? And then when he got to the playoffs, the other guys didn't know what to do because in the regular season, it was mainly LeBron James. You know what I'm saying? What Jimmy does is he really empowers the other guy. You can see him talking to these guys, bro, all the time. You know what I'm saying? They talk about that. Kyle Lowry talked about that, bro, how Jimmy stays on him and stuff like that. Tell him, yo, shoot the ball. Do this, do that. He was talking about last night on the interview on TNT. Bro, you guys got to understand something about Jimmy. He ain't slouching in the regular season. Look at his numbers. He got all-pro numbers in the regular season. These are facts. The last 8, 9, 10 years, he got all-pro numbers. So it ain't like he's taking the regular season off. He's doing what Embiid, he's doing all these other dudes supposed to do. Update numbers in the playoffs and up his percentages. That's the biggest thing. When you up your percentages in the playoffs, there's nothing bigger than that. There's nothing bigger than that. So the two out of the 3 years before he went to Miami, they didn't make the playoffs. 2 out of the 3 years before he went to Miami, they didn't make the playoffs. You know who was on that roster before he went over there? The year before he went over there? This is who's on that roster. Josh Richardson, Justice Winslow, an old-ass Goran Dragic, an old-ass D-Wade in his last year in the league, Dion Waiters, Tyler Johnson, Rodney Magruder. Those are the guys on the team. He went over to that team and instantly made him a playoff team, instantly took him to the finals. And we're not respecting that. He went over to the team and instantly took him to the NBA finals. This ain't no cap. Then, okay, the next year they did bad. Okay, cool. Then what does he do last year? He's one shot from going back to the NBA finals without his Tyler Hero, the 6th man of the year, averaging 20. He was one shot away. He makes that shot. He's back in the finals last year. Now he's up 1-0 in the finals this year, took home court, and is looking to walk down the Boston Celtics too, bro. Bro, I'm just saying, if he does this year, bro, I'm not just saying he takes the regular season up. Because if you look at his regular season, Chilltown, he has all pro numbers offensively and defensively, bro. He's if he's not, to me, he's the top two-way player in basketball right now. And that's undisputed. I mean, bro, look at this. Hold on one second.
Go ahead.
Man. He said, look,
gotta hear from you two next,
22.9, right? 22.9, right?
Right.
1.8 steals. Year before that, 1.6 steals. Year before that, he led the NBA in steals, 2.1. Year before that, 1.8. Year before that, 1.8.
I think he led the league in steals this year.
Right. No. He was up there. He was like second, but he was up there. Right. So he's locking up on both ends of the ball. Right. Then he gave you, like I said, 23 a game this year on 53% from the field, 35 from the three. Right. He gets to the playoffs, bro. He goes 52 from the field, 37 from the three in the playoffs, and goes up to 31.5 points per game. Bro, that's incredible, bro. I don't want to take away time, bro, but that's incredible, bro. We got to stop praising James Hardens of the world, Joel Embiid's of the world. Mars, you can lay your head back, do whatever you want to do. You can do whatever you want to do, dog. You understand what I'm saying? But it's a reason these people here, they ain't here to see you. You better believe that. They here to see the big dogs. So you go ahead, keep going to sleep, turn the camera off, do whatever the hell you want to do. Be disrespectful as you want to do. You need to get a pencil on the paper and take notes.
I do want to say, I know that you're an advocate of like regular season, what you do
now regular
season, so I get that. But when a guy in Jimmy Butler, like, he's got to be the exception where you know dang well he could turn it up in the regular season. But what Ticket hit it on the money. He says all the time that he wants to uplift his teammates, uplift the guys around him, because those are the guys where you're going to need those guys to step up in order for you to succeed. Now, Jimmy Butler has been playing well against the Bucks. He did play well in this game as well, but let's not discount the fact that Miami in the first round was the best three-point shooting team. Miami last night, the threes all around was hitting all over for them. Bam Adebayo playing great. So even though as great as Jimmy Butler played, he knows that those guys need to show up as well, which leads to their success. So if there's a guy where regular season, we need to take in consideration that his regular season numbers don't tell the full story, I think that is Jimmy Butler.
If you just look at the numbers, of course, you might get a little distracted. And I may have to accept the fact that there is an exception to the rule in Jimmy Butler. But again, when I've said this to you guys in the past, the reason why I care about the regular season is because what you do in the regular season moves over to the postseason, and that's what elevates your legend. So when you're talking about lifting up teammates, you lift up teammates where they played better in the regular season. So by the time they get to the postseason, they're even more prepared because they're playing with you. So when I see Jimmy Butler and I see the Miami Heat finishing in 8th place, when I see them finishing in 6th place and stuff like that, I'm thinking to myself, well, are these guys just cruising? Why is this only translating in the playoffs? Where is the production in the regular season? Why aren't we talking? Because at least when I think about guys like Kawhi Leonard, his production went up in the playoffs, but he also was a defensive player of the year. He also was a first-team All-NBA performer. Guys like that. And I think about Jimmy Butler. So why aren't you doing that? Because if we're going to talk about you amongst the all-time greats, that's the kind of stuff that we talk about. It's not just about being an NBA champion or having a great playoff run. That other stuff matters. But I will tell you this, though, Dub. He is, in this particular situation, he is the exception to the rule. So when you're talking about a guy who, if they end up winning the NBA championship, and I've been watching the NBA for a long time, this might be the most incredible thing that I've ever seen.
Yo, Mars, I would like to hear your take on the game last night. What you think about Jimmy, and ultimately, we haven't really talked about the Celtics too much. How you feel about the Celtics?
It was an interesting game. Eric Spoelstra came out with a weird type of zone, and Boston were kind of killing them at the rim. And then he figured, yeah, that's not logical. So let me change it up. Limited the rim attempts. Started making Boston have to shoot a few more threes. Offensively, I mean, they're a pretty simplistic team offensively. And then when you, I don't know what more there is to say about Jimmy Butler. I mean, he played great. Defensively, I've always said he's probably one of the best wing defenders in the league. Offensively, he played very well. But my pick was Boston in 5. That means Boston had to lose a game. They've lost a game, so I still think Boston are going to win this series in 5 games. I think they're a much better team. But yeah, I'm pretty zoned out because I heard nonsense for an hour, so I don't have much more to really say about anything at this point. Yeah.
So says the dude who never dribbled a basketball before in his life. Go ahead.
All right, well that's all I've got for you. I'm sorry.
Take the footy, boy.
All right, fellas, moving along. It was obviously a good game. Jimmy Butler, did what he typically does. But now you guys know what part of the show we've made it to. You know where we at.
Let's get to the nitty-gritty.
Yeah, let's do it. So as you know, this show is sponsored by none other than Underdog Fantasy. And so I'm gonna go ahead and bring up what we did yesterday. Now, we were let down by a lot of people, or a couple people. Who we weren't let down by was none other than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Jimmy Butler. Now, let me go ahead and share this.
Told y'all to go under on Jaylen.
Jaylen Brown, we needed him to have 24.5 last night. He was under. He let us down. Max Strus, 2.5 threes. He went higher. Jimmy Butler, we as a conglomerate up here on the panel, we said he was going to go lower than 40.5 for points, rebounds, and assists.
I thought I said over.
Y'all need to start listening to me.
I thought I said over.
Three people said lower. I was one of them.
I thought I said over.
I can't remember the other two who said
Higher,
lower.
chill.
I did say over, right?
Chill, higher.
Oh, higher. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
But it's all good. We gonna get back to it today. I got a couple more for you guys. Chat, I'm gonna drop them in there, and I want you guys to tell me whether this person is gonna go higher or lower based on this.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks for that alarm, Bob. That means it's about that time for me to tell you about Underdog Fantasy and how this show is sponsored and what you guys should do if you want to, Hey, some of us have side jobs and we have ways to get, money on the side and whatnot. I have the best way for you to do that. And it's by watching your favorite players. It's by putting a little money on your favorite players. You can win up to 20 times on any given night the amount of money that you put into your Underdog app. All you have to do is download the app or go to the website, use the promo code THEPANEL, and they will match up to $100. So you put in 50, we'll give you 50. Now you got 100. You put in 20, we'll give you 20. Now you got 40. All you have to do is download the app and go ahead and do that, and we'll give you some good contests that you can play with. Now, I'm gonna put those in the poll. You guys go ahead and decide what you want to do, higher or lower, and we'll come back to that. As of right now, what I do want to do is talk about the matchup of tonight.
Mm-hmm.
We got the Lakers and we got the Nuggets. Game 2. I want to know what LA has to do to win this game.
I want to clean up something that I said really quickly. So I said that it'll be the most incredible thing if they win the NBA championship. It'll be one of the most incredible things. I've seen some pretty incredible things in the postseason. But with Jimmy, if they were to win the NBA championship, it would definitely be up there with James in 16, with Olajuwon in 95, with Jordan. It'll definitely be up there with those
better.
Guys.
It's better than the 16 Cavs.
Wade in 06.
It's
Wade
better
in
than
06.
all of them. It's better. An 8 seed, the first time.
I don't think it's better than Dirk. I'm sorry.
It's better than Dirk. It's better than all of it. It's the best ring of all time.
I don't think it's better than Dirk.
I don't think it's better than Dirk. I don't think it's better than the 95 Rockets. I don't think it's better than Elijah.
God being in the 8th seed, people overrate that Dirk ring every single time. And gets me.
I'm sorry, but Giannis missing 3 games, playing Julius Randle in the second round.
The Lakers were hurt too.
Everyone played. I don't care. Everyone played. Giannis missed 3 games.
And then the only time they were underdogs, the only time they was underdogs was the Lakers and the finals, and that's it.
Wait, Ron, what did you ask me?
Are you saying that this isn't as impressive as we're making it seem?
No. It's extremely impressive. I'm saying it's not better than Dirk. That's it. If you want to say if you better than LeBron in 2016, I agree because the Eastern Conference was mid. Better than the 95 Rockets, maybe because they got Clyde Drexler mid-season where they a true 6 seed. I don't know, maybe. But better than 2011 Dallas where they beat Portland in round 1. Meh. They beat the Lakers, the reigning champions in round 2. Everyone played. I don't care.
They were hurt.
They were hurt. But guess what?
If you're on the court,
yes, that's fine. You can tax that. But guess what's getting a lot more of a tax? The Milwaukee
They swept them too, dog. They didn't beat them. They swept.
Then in the conference finals, beating the Oklahoma City Thunder, who are a very good team. Then in the finals, beating the Miami Heat. Like that's just better to me. And
Mars, I feel you. But it's first off, we're only halfway through the journey. If he beats the Celtics, the number 1 seed, that's obviously a major hurdle.
Right.
And then if he goes, and remember they were in the finals last year too. And then if he goes in, I don't know which is more impressive, him beating the Lakers or him beating the Nuggets. But obviously that's going to be a crazy hurdle too. But one more thing that we're not taking account for, his second best player's hurt. That's another thing too.
Third
hero.
His second best player is Ben.
All right.
His third best player. His third best player is hurt.
Caron Butler was also hurt. Caron Butler was hurt for Dirk as well.
They're beating the first.
Facts, Mark.
They're beating the first seed. They're beating the second seed, and then whoever makes it out the final is going to be the Nuggets and the Lakers. Either one of those, they're going to be the underdogs, and everyone's going to say that they should lose. So if they beat all of those guys compared to Dirk Nowitzki, where you keep taxing Milwaukee. The Lakers were hurt.
Do you understand the difference between
Oklahoma City Thunder?
More tax?
Yeah. But then okay, only two of the series there were underdogs in, while Miami was 3 out of the 4 series, and they were underdogs supremely. People keep bringing up the Oklahoma City Thunder like they were the favorites. They were not the clear-cut favorites. The Mavericks and the Oklahoma City Thunder were on par with each other. So stop bringing them up like they were.
I said they were a good team. That's
I'm not talking about you. I'm just talking about people in general.
Oh.
So in terms of Dirk's run, and then you have, oh my God. I mean, the more and more I think about 2011, the more and more I think about the LeBron James meltdown. So despite
was it a meltdown or was it
wait, are you gonna do a LeBron James choke tax?
No, not yet, but I do think
I need you to tax. I need you to tax Jason Tatum for choking too. I need you to tax Jason Tatum for choking. I need you to tax Giannis Antetokounmpo for being hurt.
But JT did this last round.
I need Julius Randle for being
I need
You see me not bring up the Knicks, right? You see me not bring up the Knicks. I didn't bring up the
Knicks. I like that.
Okay.
Good work.
I just think the Bucks and the Celtics, and then whoever makes it out the West, that's clear cut. And even then, Dirk wasn't even performing the way that Jimmy Butler has been performing.
Hey, to the dude who said that on the screen, man, listen, Baylor's rich. He out here on the island every other day, getting the body rubbed with the oils. So if you say I'm the Skip Bayless of PC, hey man, hey he rich as I don't know what. Know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, like I said before, man, you understand? Hey bro, it's levels to this, dog. At the end of the day. And guess what? I run the scoreboard up, baby. Believe that. Let's get to it, Ron.
I think it's top 5, just not number 1. That's all I'm saying. So, just one.
I'm with you. Hey, Doug, I feel you though. Like this, if he wins it this year, that's gonna be an incredible run. I'm also with Mars though.
Yeah,
I can't
all-time great. I'm just not gonna say number 1.
I just can't put it above 11.
Unless he like plays otherworldly in the finals, then maybe like something.
LeBron James being the 3rd leading scorer on his team. I'm not gonna lie, Mars. I'm taxing that shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. Like that's just LeBron James folding.
My thing is, I know this is our job to do this and come up with hypotheticals, and I know it's fun to run with. But Jimmy got a long way to go. Like how I just said, he's only halfway through the battle. He's still he's 8 wins down, and he got 9 wins down.
They got to win 7 games to get this done.
I mean, he got a long way to go. Because I mean, as much as we talk about
Jason
Tatum folding, and
I'm a believer.
Nah, Dub, I'm a believer too. But These next 3 games against the Celtics, it's not gonna.
Don't let them back you off your square, Ron. Don't let these dudes. Don't let the dude back you off your stay on your square, Ron. If you believe in him, believe in him. Believe in him.
I do, but I believe in him. But it's still gonna be tough, no matter what. He has a fight coming to him these next 3 games that he has to win. And then when he gets the championship, he has a fight coming to him. That's why I said what I said. That's why I said. That's why I said what I said. They're acting like I said right now. No, I said if he wins the chip. Tatum had 30 last night too.
No, don't let that fool you, Ticket. No, don't let.
Oh, but tell me, don't say that chill because when I was telling y'all last night, don't let the AD 40 fool y'all. Y'all told me, oh no.
Whoa. Those 2 things. Here's why those 2 things are different. The reason why those 2 things are different is because Anthony Davis getting 40, him getting 40, that wasn't empty. Like Jason Tatum, he didn't take a shot in the 4th quarter, Ticket. He didn't shoot the basketball. This is your best offensive player. That didn't happen with Anthony Davis. He was involved in the offense throughout the entire game, and he didn't fold up. That did not happen. This dude last night, our best offensive player, our best scorer, didn't take a shot in the 4th quarter. So that 30 points, do not let that fool you. No.
He took free throws.
Okay, I'm sorry. He took 2 free. He took a couple of free throws, Mars. I apologize.
I mean, he got fouled.
He did get to the strike.
Chill. I'm not gonna lie. Your boy JT, man. The allegations are coming.
I know they are
coming,
and I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm still.
Wait, chill. Who do you think is better, Jason Tatum or Jimmy Butler?
I think Jimmy Butler is playing better. I think Jason Tatum is more talented, and I think he's a better basketball player.
On both ends.
You know how I feel about that, Mars. You know that I don't really hold a lot of weight with that because I've seen better basketball players get outplayed, like which is what's going on right now.
On both ends, you think Tatum's better on both ends? You think Tatum's better on both ends?
I don't think he's better on both. I think he's getting there. I don't think he's there yet. No.
Yeah, he's not better defensively.
No, I don't think he's there yet. I think he's getting there though.
He's definitely better at folding like laundry.
Jason,
I don't know why you said that though, because I think that Jimmy showed you he could do what Tatum does offensively.
It's one of those things for me where it's like, okay, his skill set versus actual production. Jason Tatum has the tools. He looks like he's a better player, but in actuality, Jimmy Butler is getting more done. And
you guys undersell Jimmy Butler's skill set. Like when I hear stuff like you guys act like it's just all heart and will. Like he's just really good.
His skill set is great, Mars, because to me it's like I don't have to be tween to have a skill set. He can get to a spot as long as he can get to a spot. He has a skill set. They're not taking the ball from him. He can dribble the ball. It doesn't have to be all flashy like Kyrie Irving. So I'm with you on that, Mars. I'm with you. But I do think that it looks like Jason Tatum has better all-around skill set than Jimmy Butler. But I still think Jimmy Butler is more productive. He gets more done than Jason.
Now, just so you know, Doug, when I was a kid, I was a big-time Michael Jordan fan. If you actually watch Jordan's game, Jordan got a basic game. Jordan doesn't do a lot of extracurricular stuff. If you watch Jordan's game, it's a lot of one dribble pull-ups, head and shoulder fake, jab, go, 2 dribble pull-ups, and he's finishing at the rim. Jimmy Butler, the reason why a lot of people underestimate, like Mars said, the reason why a lot of people underestimate his skill, because he doesn't blow you away with his athleticism. He doesn't have the quote-unquote hezzy tween. He's not throwing the ball between his legs a million times. He's not doing that stuff. But what he is, but with his skill set, he's extremely effective at it. One dribble, go. He gets in the paint, gets guys off him with the elbow. He gets smaller guys in the paint. He gets smaller guys in traffic and just jumps over the top of them. So Jimmy Butler, in terms of his skill set, I think even though his game is basic, it's one of the better basic games that I've seen.
I agree with that.
I agree with that.
I agree 100% with that.
He's also just very smart.
Because he is very smart, and he'd be making some tough shots, bro. I'll be watching him. I'll be like, I'm starting now to be comfortable with the threes he's taking. You know, before I was like, every time he shot a 3, I was like, I hope it goes in. Now it's like, oh yeah, I think that thing going in every single time now.
Yo,
fellas, we got to. I'm sorry. Real quick. And Doug, you got to remember too, Doug. He's 6'7". Like he ain't a small dude. He's 6'7". So go ahead, Ron.
We've talked about Jimmy for the whole first hour of the show. Let's go ahead and move on into this Nuggets and Lakers game 2, and then we'll get into some super chats. But what I want to know is, What do the Lakers have to do to win this game tonight? Or is it possible? I want to go around the room and talk to everybody. Mars, I'm going to start with you.
I mean, it's possible for sure.
You're Darvin Ham. What do you do to win this game tonight? Give me the best chances.
Well, okay, so AD's not on Jokic. He's on Aaron Gordon. That's the first thing you do. You take one of the guards out the starting lineup for Rui, probably. So defensively, you probably have Dennis Schroeder if he starts, where I'd start him. Dennis Schroeder and Jamal Murray. Anthony Davis on Aaron Gordon. Austin Reeves on KCP. LeBron would have to be on MPJ. Rui on Jokic. And then on around screens, you actually do want to go over the dribble handoffs instead of under this time, because now with Rui, you can probably show better on the screens than you were in game one, because AD can be there on the back line. So that probably doesn't give up as many wide open threes as before. You need LeBron James to be active off the basketball, following around Michael Porter Jr. That might be a struggle for him, but that's what you need. You need to play better in transition offensively and defensively. You need to crash the glass. You also need to make your open threes, because I think Denver are going to live with guys making threes. I think the adjustment they're going to make is Jamal Murray won't be on Austin Reeves this time. He'll probably be on a non-shooting guard like Dennis Schroeder, so that if you try and get the switch with LeBron James, you concede a Dennis Schroeder open three instead of a Austin Reeves open three. Also, I think he's going to do a better showing and recovering. Last game, he was showing for way too long, and that's what made those closeouts impossible. I think he'll do a better job of that. And then I think that's probably the best way to win. And that's assuming Denver doesn't make many adjustments offensively, which I think they will. But I can't really foreshadow that and then predict how Lakers are going to adjust to those adjustments. So based on how Denver played in game one, those are the adjustments the Lakers need to make in order to win, in my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. Dub.
Honestly, I think the main thing the Lakers just have to do is fix their rotations. I think Mars said it, closing out better and leaving open shots. Even though last game they did make a lot of tough threes, there also was a lot of missed rotations that the Lakers had. I think you keep that up, make sure those guys ain't gambling too much, and I would keep AD on Jokic. I don't think the answer is to have Rui on him. I think what happened last game was, when let's say you fighting somebody, you playing somebody in a game, and then you throw something different at them. You're like, oh, shoot, he throws something different at me, got chipped up a little bit. All right, now you adjusting to it. Now you're getting comfortable, and now it's like, I'm going to capitalize on that. And if you throw Rudy on Jokic for the whole game, they're going to torch that. They're going to capitalize on that, and that is not the answer. So maybe you could throw Rudy on him in spurts, but don't have him be guarding him the whole game, because he will get killed. Maybe put Vando in a little bit more so he could probably be a roamer and help AD out with that. I know that's going to take a hit on your offense, but I do think the main focus for the Lakers right now should be contain the Denver Nuggets defense. I think their offense will be able to get by with LeBron and AD's rim pressure. So that's it.
Bob?
About how the Lakers win game two?
Yeah.
Just like Darvin Ham said, they catch Jokic outside his house and kidnap him.
So they'll have a chance. The joke on the floor,
I don't like the Lakers' chances. I don't like the Lakers' odds in game two. I just don't see what adjustments Darvin Ham's going to be able to make. I think that Rui move was solid for the time being, but I'm positive Mike Malone and Jokic, they got the answer for it. I think the Lakers are a little outmatched.
So you don't think it's no way in hell they win tonight?
I wouldn't go that far. I just don't. It's close.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, what do you think that they can do to win?
Close to a snowball in hell. Close to that. But but it's just like, I just don't see it happening, bro. Honestly, I don't.
Got you. Okay.
And yes, I'm mad. I'm mad that the Kings lost. Yes, that's why I'm saying this about the Lakers. I know, Chad. I know. I'm still salty about 2002, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I don't agree with you guys that, Jokic is gonna cook AD, and there's nothing AD can do about it. So I'm biased. I'm biased. I hate the fucking Lakers. It's my fault.
At least he's honest. At least he's honest.
It's not. It has nothing to do with that. It's just not. It's not my fault that Jokic is that good. Like, this has nothing to do with the Sacramento Kings. I just don't think that AD can match up with Jokic. I wanted to see what happened in game one. AD did get his points. Did get his points in, but I think it's more likely that Jokic has a 35-point triple-double than AD goes for 40 again. I just think that the Nuggets are out. The Nuggets outmatch the Lakers. And yeah, I don't know basketball, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Chill. What you got, bro?
Well, I want to start the conversation with what they can't do. So let's scrap whatever game plan we is that has the 3-guard lineup. Rip that up. Get that out of it. We're not doing that. Okay. So let's 86 that. Number 2, we got to slow down their transition game, which means we got to get back on defense. We got to start talking more, and we got to the point of the pickup point has to be sooner. We can't have Bruce Brown running from free throw line to free throw line and running down the gut and dunking the basketball. We got to get back in transition. Not only do we have to get back in transition, we got to slow down their other guys, because when you got guys like Bruce Brown getting going, you're going to have a problem. You're going to have a problem defensively. We have to he also has to do a better job. Dalvin Ham has to do a better job. And I know he can't do a much better job, but he's got to do a better job in hiding D'Angelo Russell, because D'Angelo Russell gives us nothing defensively. If he's not scoring the basketball, he's not doing anything. So I think that with him being out there, you got to put him in positions to score and score early. Otherwise, there's no reason for him to be out there. Anthony Davis said something where they asked him, how do you handle Joker? And he said, quote, this is what they pay me the big bucks for. I got to figure it out. Well, one of the things that he has to figure out is how he's going to cover him. Is he going to crowd him? And how is he going to crowd him? It's obvious that I can't crowd him where I'm bodying him 18 feet away from the basket, because he's going to blow by you. Now, I saw in game 1 that happened. Does that mean that that's going to continue to happen? I think Anthony Davis does have the foot speed that he can do that. I think he got surprised by it. So maybe him collapsing just a little bit. So maybe a hand's length instead of bodying him 18 feet away from the basket and just basically giving Joker a beeline to the basket. So once again, we're going to rip up the game. Whatever game plan with the 3-guard lineup, that's gone. We got to get better in transition. We got to get better. Our transition defense has to get better. We have to get on the backboard, and we got to gang and rebound. Otherwise, we're not going to have a chance to win.
So are you sticking with AD on Jokic then?
I am sticking with AD on. I am sticking with AD. What I don't want to do, Mars, is I don't want to stick. I want to stick with. I want to have Rui cover him in stretches, and that's it. Because what I'm not going to do is I'm not going to get sucked into the idea that he stopped him a couple of possessions. Okay, this is the guy to stop him. No, because what's going to happen is they're going to see that and they're going to go right after Rui. And
I agree.
With
a guy like Jokic, you have to give him different looks. You can't just give him one matchup the whole game anyway. Right. So I agree. But I think Rui should be primarily. But I agree that you should switch up.
I disagree with that, Mars.
And the reason why I feel like that, Mars, is because when I think about Anthony Davis as a defender, I'm going back to the times when I came up, Mars. And Patrick Ewing, I know I sound like the get off my lawn kind of guy, but I had to watch Patrick Ewing deal with Olajuwon. I had to watch Olajuwon deal with Shaq. I had to watch Alonzo Mourning deal with Shaq. So if you are the best big, this is who you're going to deal with. And let the chips fall where they may. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to give him different looks, but ultimately, this is my guy. I don't need a double team, especially when he's on the block. I do not need a double team. Let me deal with him, because you're giving these guys too many wide open shots, and that's going to kill us.
And I get everyone's idea. My bad, Bob, but I get everybody. I get everybody's idea of having AD as a roamer. I think that would be best suited for the Lakers as well. But the issue is they don't have the personnel. So if they have big guys that could at least make it challenging for Jokic, then I'll be like, all right, keep AD as a roamer and then let those big guys down, bang down low with him. But they don't have that. They're going to have what? Tristan Thompson out there. Mo Bamba's still hurt. You can't afford that. So the answer, in my opinion, is not to have Rui on there, because Jokic is going to kill him, bro. I mean, his floater game, I've yet to see him miss a floater. Like, I don't know about y'all. I haven't seen this man miss a floater yet. So he's just going to shoot over him.
I mean, I said he was the best floater in the league.
Especially with the weak hand, dog. Like when he's coming through with the weak hand, I'm like, damn, how do you stop that?
Yeah, and he makes it every time. So Rui battling against that, bro. Nah, I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that.
And that's what I'm saying, Dub. Like I do understand what y'all say with having AD as a roamer, but Jokic is like a quarterback that can pick that apart, bro. Like it's not like AD can cover all 4 of the other guys, and then you leave Rui to just get tortured, bro. It's like, I understand that AD didn't stop Jokic, but he can put up a way better fight than Rui. And so if y'all are saying that we'll just let him score and stop everybody else, I think that's a bad idea.
I don't think that's necessarily the case, though, Bob. I think it's more so have AD there to help, as opposed to having Rui there to help. Because it's like you as you know, and you're one that always says this. You tell your guards, just what is it that you say? Just ride him to the rim. Just ride him to the hoop so I could come over the top and block the shot. We've seen AD get a couple blocks as the primary defender on Jokic last game. As a secondary defender, it should be much easier for him to come weak side and block. Or
do you think Jokic has any problem passing out of a double team or passing out of a blitz on while he's attacking the rim? Do you think Jokic has any problem dropping it down to Aaron Gordon?
We know that. Right, we know he doesn't.
Well, he tried that and he turned it over, but
yeah, I mean that was a couple before a whole, so I know you said not the whole game, but for the majority, so now Mike Malone knows that's an option for them. So anytime now Jokic knows anytime Rui's guarding me or any other I don't know who else might guard me besides AD. Anybody else guarding me besides AD, we're looking for the cutters. We're looking for the cutters. They're gonna eat them up on that all day. I'm in favor of playing defense straight up. AD, it's time to sack up. You got to show why you're the best defender in the NBA. I think it's just gut check time. There's not always in basketball. There's not always just some high scheme. It's not always that. Sometimes it's just get your man. Stay with your man, bump the cutters. Let's play basketball.
I get you on that. I get you. Yo, Ticket.
Yeah, man. The Lakers should win this game. The Nuggets should win this game. Excuse me, but I won't believe it till I see it with Jokic. I had to see him beat the Lakers 4 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm not giving him that until I see him beat them 4 times. I'm just not gonna give it to him. I would be on the wavelength of what Bob was on, that there is no chance. I just got to see him do it. I know I got the bet with Dom, so I'm hoping he does it. But like I said before, man. Like I said before, I don't listen, man. Until he beat them dudes 4 times, bro. Because I the way I said I thought it was gonna be, it's tied up at the 4 game, just like the Phoenix Suns series. I don't think the Lakers will get one in Denver. But I think they'll get both in LA and they'll be tied up. But I could be wrong. The Lakers could split because I think both teams could win on each other's court. But at the same time, like I said before, I don't trust Jokic. He got to make me trust him because I've seen him in these situations before, and I've seen how it played out. And they showed me something last game I didn't like in that 4th quarter. They showed me they didn't have a killer instinct to just put the Lakers' ass away when they had them up 20, and they was up 21 points with 5 minutes up to go in that 3rd quarter. Jokic hit that 3, and they didn't close those dudes out. That type of game right there, you're supposed to run those dudes out the arena. They ain't supposed to be close. The fact that the Lakers came back in the game, you gave the Lakers confidence that they could kind of play with you. So tonight, you're going to have to retake that all over again. And to me, I don't know, man. Like I said before, man, I won't believe it until I see it. Till it's 0-0-0-0 on the clock, and they going to win 4 games, I won't believe in Jokic.
Where would you rank Jokic if he does win this series?
Where he ranked there right now? He ain't won no championship.
to piggyback off what Ticket said, I mean, it is exactly that. The Lakers, after what Denver did, for Joker to do what he did, and for the Lakers to still be as confident as they are, I mean, that should tell you a lot. Considering
they got a good team, Phil. No cap. The Lakers got a good ass team, man. And your cousin, I heard him talking about the Shaq. He's so right, man. They got a good ass team, bro.
They do. They got a damn good team.
Man. They got them dudes got a lot of heart. They got a lot of confidence in themselves. Reeves and those guys. Rui Hachimura's gonna earn himself a whole lot of money in this offseason with the way he's played, bro. They play with high confidence, bro. And they ain't scared of nobody. And they got the right pieces now, I think. And I didn't admit that at first, but they got the great pieces on that team around LeBron and AD. You know what I'm saying? They got different. Go ahead.
I just think about a team that just had a dude go for 34, 21, and 13, and they lost, and they thinking, yo, don't worry about it. We good. Do not concern yourself with that at all. We good. Normally, you see a team get a guy go off like that, and then they get another guy coming off the bench going off like that, and there's a little bit of discouragement. The Lakers are looking at this situation like, yo, we good. Do not concern yourself with that at all.
They can't get overconfident. They can't get overconfident, like you said, because that'll get you blown out tonight.
I don't think it's overconfidence, Ticket.
No. I'm just talking about the players can't think that, because we got back in the game, you know what I'm saying, we all right, we'll be good, and then go out there with a similar, because, bro, the Denver Nuggets, man, one thing that worry me about them is it ain't just always Jokic or Murray that hit you scoring wise, bro. Bro, Michael Porter Jr. You just come up tonight, pull up and get 30. Bro, this dude, bro, did you see the one shot he hit in the corner over Austin Reeves? That was a foul too, bro, the 3. Bro, he straight just jumped over dude and hit the 3 in his face. And that was the toughest 3 I think I've ever seen a dude hit from the corner with a dude that close to him in his face with his hand all the way up. Should have been a foul. Yeah, he just cans that shit, man. Like, he can go off crazy. And then they revealed their game plan. I think they did it on purpose when Bruce Brown came out and said our game plan is to go at D'Lo. I think they mentally want to take D'Lo out of the series. I think they want Darvin Ham to take, because D'Lo, to me, he's a big key to the Lakers too. And you got to watch him early. If he comes out cooking early, Lakers going to have a good night. That's what normally happens when D'Lo comes out, hit his first couple shots, Lakers going to roll, because that gets everybody else rolls when D'Lo's rolling early. You know what I'm saying? But if they can take D'Lo out of this series, bro, I think it'll be difficult for the Lakers, and I think that it'll be a mind game that they're playing with Darvin Ham, because normally you don't say that. And Chuck said last night, Charles was like, why did he say that? I think that they said they let that out on purpose so that the Lakers know we're attacking D'Lo, so you may want to get him out the game, but it's psychological warfare, because if the Lakers take D'Lo out the game, everybody's like D'Lo. He's streaky, bro.
And I'm glad you brought that up, Ticket, because that's why I think that Darvin Ham gets D'Lo going early. And the reason why we get him going early is to take that psychological edge off of them, to think that we're elite. If we're going to attack him, he's going to at least match that. So if Bruce Brown, if not necessarily Jamal Murray, but if any of their guards attack him, just so you know, D'Lo got it going tonight. So he's going to come after you. So he's going to match that energy, as opposed to you got Bruce Brown going for 16, and you got their rotation players in Jeff Green. These guys going after D'Lo, and he's giving you nothing. If he's giving you nothing, then he's useless. If he's giving you nothing on the floor, he's useless. Complete. If he's giving you nothing in terms of scoring, he's useless. So I think that Darvin Ham goes to him early and often to get him going. Low down in the house.
Yeah, Low might disagree with me, but he been riding the Jokic train. But
Ticket, I do want you to know. I do want to know would you rank Jokic if he does make the finals? So that's what I was asking.
No, he don't move up. He only moves up if he wins. The all-time great bigs mostly have championships, and then the second guy, he's in that Patrick Ewing tier to me. He's in that. No, but I'm saying he's in a Patrick Ewing tier to me. That's what I was going to say.
In the league right now.
No, in the league right now. Oh, the way I got the rankings right now, they've all switched up now to where we at now. Right now, I got Jimmy Butler, the second best player in the world right now.
Behind who?
You can say it, Ticket. It's okay. You can say it. You can say
yes,
it.
Ticket. Yes.
You can say it. It's cool.
Great.
Yeah.
No. Behind who?
You can say it.
Gotta be Jokic, right?
You can say
it
it.
ain't him.
It doesn't change. It doesn't change anything about your rankings. If he's the
I don't want to say Giannis got eliminated. I still had Giannis at number one.
Oh, you celebrate losers. You celebrate.
No, I don't. Hold on. But hold on. Let me say one thing to that. Let me say one thing to that, my brother.
Celebrate losers.
Respectfully, let me say one thing to that. The thing with Jokic is we all know he missed half the series, legitimately. So I do. Hold on, Lo.
You said
you said you were just correct. You said Jokic. You meant Giannis.
Let me get my point to you, Lo. Let me get my point to you, Lo. Lo, I want you to understand my point before you judge me.
I'm not judging you.
Lo. I want you to listen to one thing, Lo.
You just said the wrong name. That's it.
No. Listen, hold on, Lo. Listen what I'm saying. He missed 2.5 games. But listen what I'm saying to you, Lo. The reason why I say that he missed 2 games in 3 quarters, that's facts. But let me say this to you, Lo. If Jokic were to miss 2 games in 3 quarters in this series, Denver's done. You know what I'm saying? See, so you gotta think. I think about it like that. If Jokic were to be out for 2.5 games this series, they're done. The Lakers packaging their ass up because we seen what they look like without Jokic, and it don't look pretty.
Milwaukee's
so that's what I'm saying with Giannis. I do give him that leeway. Plus, I've seen him lead them to win the chip, the Bucks. So I do still give him. Hold on. Let me say this. So the way I have it is, I can't believe I elevated Jimmy slightly over where I had Steph. But I do. So my top 5 right now goes Giannis, Jimmy, Steph. No. Steph, Jokic, and old boy, Tatum.
But my thing is, Giannis.
I'm so confused. Why would Tatum be there? Why wouldn't Anthony Davis or LeBron be there? Because
Tatum is the leader of his troop, and he's led his team to multiple conference finals. He's led his team to an NBA finals. AD ain't led his team to shit. AD has been a dude.
So why not just give it to LeBron then? Give it to LeBron.
No, because I give LeBron. Hold on. Because even with LeBron,
I didn't hear.
Hold on, because even with LeBron James, even with LeBron James and his greatness. Now and without AD, without LeBron, AD wouldn't get where he's at. So I can't.
Ticket. Hold on. Say that last part. You went out. Say that last part again. You said even with LeBron James and his greatness. Keep going.
I said even with LeBron and his greatness, without AD, the Lakers wouldn't be where they're at. But I discount both of them a little bit because without LeBron, AD wouldn't be where he's at. So that's why I kind of pull both of those two down a little bit because I think they both need each other to be where they at. So like I said.
That makes no sense.
Hold on, Lo. I have Tatum over those two because Tatum is the leader and the Boston Celtics go as Tatum goes. So he is the leader of that team and he has led them to the finals. He has led them to how many conference finals they've been to?
This is 5 now.
5. So he has led that team. So I can't say now he's back in the conference finals. Led his team. They're both down 0-1, both of the teams. So I can't say that, oh, well, Jason Tatum. I can't do that to Tatum, bro. Not right now.
Okay, when Jaylen Brown was hurt, he got knocked out in the first round. All these players didn't have their second best player. They were not making.
But who closed the deal against Philly to get him to the next round? Jason Tatum. He came back and hit the two big shots on the road. Wasn't Jaylen Brown? It was Jason Tatum. Then he closed out the closeout game.
That's fine, but your argument was if AD don't have LeBron or LeBron don't have AD, they don't go far. If Tatum doesn't have Jaylen Brown, they don't get out the first round. So that's just a very irrational logic, but that's fine. I'm not here for that. Yo, Mars, they're ruining Giannis's career, bro. They're interviewing Doc Rivers. I'm not gonna be able to watch Milwaukee anymore.
I'm just
here
we go.
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Giannis might win another MVP with him.
He I don't care about that. I don't care. They're gonna ruin his career. He will not have the proper space. He's gonna have he's gonna have a worse coach than he had before. That right there, I will be out. I couldn't be on the road. Yes.
If they get Doc Rivers,
I got a lot of love for the work you put in, bro. But that's disgusting how y'all do Doc, man. As much as Doc is done for the game,
it's disgusting how he does himself. It's disgusting.
It's not true, bro. Time out, Lo.
Terrible.
Hold on, Lo. He made James Harden throw the series just to get Mike D'Antoni. He made him do that. No. James Harden threw the damn series just so he can get him fired to get Mike D'Antoni, bro.
I don't care.
And let me ask you this, Lo. How do you feel about them not telling Joel Embiid they fired Doc Rivers?
I don't care. They shouldn't have to. They should have never hired him. I don't care. He's a terrible coach. He's a horrible coach.
But you're not listening to what Ticket's saying, though.
He's a championship coach.
James Harden ruined the Sixers. He's the reason why they lost.
Doc Rivers is an egregious.
So then, so you're telling me James Harden went out of his way to get 2 games to then lose the series on purpose?
No, he had to make it believable.
Oh,
he had.
Hold on. Who does that? Hold on, Mars. Who does Mars? Who disappear? Hold on. Who does that to where you looking at him 2 years in a row in closeout games? The last year. He did the same thing in the closeout game when he had 14 last year. And then after the game was over with, he started talking shit about Doc. Then they wouldn't get rid of Doc to bring in because they tried to bring in Mike D'Antoni last year. Now you do the same thing this year. You string him along and look at that performance, bro. You don't tell me you go from doing what he did those 2 games to all of a sudden now I don't even know how to dribble the basketball. I'm dribbling off my foot. I'm falling down. I'm doing all this other stuff he was doing. That looked pitiful, bro. That was pitiful, bro.
How you go from having 2 of your best games of your whole entire career to also 2 and 3 of your worst?
I agree because James Harden just doesn't fold in closeout games.
Also,
when he wants to get the coach
Doc Rivers is like one of the very few coaches where a lot of his ex players openly speak out about him. It's very
because they don't have accountability. I agree with Reggie Miller on this. Y'all want to fire all-time great coaches and don't put the accountability on these players. I ain't saying Mike Williams is an all-time great coach, but I'm saying he's a great coach. You fire him. Why? Because KD and them dudes wanted to be fired. Devin Booker and them wanted to get fired. So you fire him. You're firing Doc Rivers. Why? Because James Harden want to be fired. And this is disgusting. So and now James Harden gets to stay and he gets rewarded for playing like shit. That's sad, bro. Where do we come get off Doc Rivers for that? We want to hold the players accountable, bro.
Rondo doesn't have any accountability. Rasheed Wallace doesn't have any accountability. All those, even players who play with him, who coach him with the Celtics, say things about him.
Don't love him, bro.
Who?
Rajon Rondo loved Doc Rivers.
His own words will say otherwise. Rasheed Wallace also said otherwise.
Okay,
Lo, when I think about Doc Rivers as a coach, right? Are we talking about him just overall? He's a terrible coach, or he's a terrible coach on these kind of teams? Because when I think about
teams
that's what I'm talking about.
He's a horrible coach.
Because I think that I mean he did win the NBA championship. Sure, he did do that, and he did get his team back to the and he did get his team back to the NBA championship 100%. And you and I are in agreement, Lo, that if Kevin Garnett didn't get hurt, they would have won it again. So
thank you. He'd have been a 2-time champion.
They would have won it again. However, we're talking about a coach who now has exhibited once again that he doesn't make adjustments properly. So maybe his time at that level is over. So maybe it's a good idea to have him on I still think the Doc.
Don't do that, chill.
I do. I think he'd be better suited on a younger crew because we've seen it. This is what I'm saying. This is what I'm. No, we ain't going that far. But this is what I'm saying.
Man.
No. This is what I'm saying. Ticket. We've seen this. We've seen him with the Clippers. Now I understand that we got to hold players accountable 100%. But we saw him with the Clippers. We saw him in Philly. What idea or what evidence to suggest that if he's in Milwaukee, that it's not going to be
because he's playing with champions? When of them other dudes outside of Kawhi won a championship he was with?
Rasheed Wallace won a championship before. He openly came out and stated
he was damn near 40 years old.
He openly came out and said that Doc Rivers did not make any adjustments, that it was left to the players on the court in the moment to make adjustments, to play calls, to communicate with one another. He said that he's never seen that with any other coaches that he's been along with. He's been coached with quite a few
how many times did she win? Once?
He won.
Man.
Okay, so let me say this to you. Come on.
How many times?
Hold on. Because I'm gonna say this to you. Right here, Lo. I'm gonna say this to you, and I know Chilltown's probably gonna agree with me.
And Rasheed Wallace hold on, both of them.
Lo, but this is where you come from. Lo, but I want to say this to you, Lo. This is where you come from playing, bro. And Doc, I'm gonna say this again. Doc Rivers is the OG.
I'm talking about hold on,
Lo. I want you to understand this. Lo, I want you to understand this.
But he only won one.
Hold on one second. Doc Rivers is the type of dude. He's saying, look, you getting paid $40 million damn near, bro.
Dumb argument.
No. Hold on, Lo. Well, we come from the land. Lo, I'm just telling you one truth. That's all I want to say. My point. We come from a land of what Chilltown said about AD guarding Jokic. Bro, do your job. I don't need to do all these damn schemes if you do your job. So listen, if James Harden does his job, if Joel Embiid does his job, you win the series, bro. I don't want to hear that. Do your job.
Is he doesn't need to coach.
So he doesn't need, and literally that's what Rasheed Wallace said. He doesn't coach. That he left it up to the players to just coach themselves. Don't give any. Giannis, please, if he gets hired, sign a petition to get out of there. Because that's ridiculous. He doesn't need to coach anybody.
I don't even think Rasheed was on that championship team, though.
No, he was there in 2010.
He was there in 2010.
He was there.
I know he was there later. I just thought y'all said he was on 08 team.
No, he won a championship with the Pistons. He went back to the finals with the Pistons. Right. He was on that team when they made the conference finals every year after that with the Pistons. So he definitely knows what it's like to be coached by a great team with a great coach and knows what a great coach scheming looks like. To sit there and say, well, y'all get paid. It's my responsibility to just put y'all on the floor and y'all figure it out. That's
I didn't say that. I didn't say that, bro. I'm saying no. When you get to certain moments in the playoffs,
it's not moments. It's the whole game.
No, not the whole game, bro. Because they be in the game.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
The whole game.
When your team religiously blows double-digit leads in the second half and close out games, it's not just certain.
Hold on, but that's not James Harden's fault dribbling the ball off his foot, balling out of bounds.
It's also the coach's fault for not preparing you, not making adjustments, not communicating certain schemes and execution down the stretch of games, which is something that you can not only see, but also the players who've been coached by him have openly come out and stated as well.
Which is fair. I don't think
he's great too.
Which is fair, Lo, because you're not saying anything that's not true. However, you have had coaches. Phil Jackson is notorious for letting guys work it out. Phil Jackson has been notorious in the past.
Not calling timeout, all that. Cut it out, nigga.
However, Phil Jackson does scheme. So two things can be right.
What are we saying? There's a whole scheme to Phil Jackson.
Right. Two things can be right. 100%. Two things can be right. But I can't just leave out the fact that, okay, Doc Rivers does from time to time let his guys figure it out. The problem is he might let them try to figure it out too far. Like, okay, we got to figure something else out because what we're trying to figure out isn't going to work. Same lot, but again, we're talking about two things being right, and two things can be right.
Oh no, I'm never denying that the players underperform. What I'm saying though is if you are a coach, it's your job to identify that and attempt to make their job easier by placing them in the most advantageous situation. That is a part of the coach's job. And if they look lost on the floor or they need help getting into sets or executing, at some point you need to call plays and aid them along the way because that is your job. It's been noted several different
What if he was doing the same? What if he was doing? What if he was making it? Hold on, but what if he was making the adjustments and the players wasn't executing?
Ticket. Unless you saying that Rasheed Wallace is lying, he openly stated he doesn't do it.
There's plenty of players that have spoken up about Doc. I'm just saying that. Just like
have they spoken up about him making adjustments or just he's a great motivator? Which one is it?
No. I'm saying it's plenty of players said he's a great coach. But listen, bro, this is my whole thing.
I'll ask the question again. Did they speak up about how he's great on adjustments, or did they speak about his motivation skills, the way they talked and communicate, or was it about specifically?
I've heard the guys come on and say he's a great coach, but this is my thing to you.
I'll ask the question again.
They didn't talk about that. They just said he's a great coach.
Okay, I'm talking about someone who specifically said Doc's coaching style had nothing to do with execution and making adjustments, that was left up to the players on the floor.
Man, I'm not with all this killing these coaches, man. Not the coaches.
Go talk to Rasheed Wallace then. Go talk to
Rasheed Wallace. Though. I can get to him easy. I can get to him easy. That's fair. I can get to him easy. I got
there is a level of accountability for players too. I won't.
But we've all said Embiid and Harden played terribly.
Everybody will openly admit that. But what I'm saying is it will be a bit more advantageous for some of these players if Doc's offense always doesn't dissolve into three players sitting in a corner ruining spacing.
Which is kind of crazy too. Lo, because Doc is actually really good in timeout with X's and O's. So why isn't he better? Doc has drawn up good plays in X and O's late in games. He's done it. He has done that. So don't say no, he's not.
I didn't say he never did it. You said he's great at it.
That's the point. I said he's actually good at it. That's what I said. But with that being said, why wouldn't he be better at in-game adjustments when the action is going on? That's the part that I never understood about him.
It doesn't seem like his players understand what's going on either. So if Giannis gets coached by him, it's done.
Giannis Doc Rivers offense.
Oh my God!
Giannis gets coached by Doc and he wins the chip. All y'all gonna be on here. And y'all, I want y'all formal apology.
I literally think he will be the GOAT because if he's winning a championship by being coached by him, he's the GOAT, bro.
If Giannis is coached by Doc Rivers and he loses,
147 minute mark. I got your ass on the docket.
It don't. That's the problem.
It's not going to change your mind either. If Giannis is coached by Doc Rivers and he loses, you're not going to kill Doc Rivers. So why does it matter?
No. I've seen, but listen, I'm gonna say this again. The majority of them dudes outside of Kawhi. Tell me which one of them dudes y'all don't call a crash dummy in the playoffs.
Rasheed Wallace, you call him a crash dummy?
No. I'm talking about the dude. I'm talking about the dudes that he had the teams on when he lost the leads. Chris Paul.
Rasheed Wallace. I'm talking about 2010.
Hold on. But they all said they lost that series because Kendrick Perkins got hurt. That's the only reason why they lost.
That's not what Rasheed Wallace just said.
Well, Rasheed Wallace was in Game 7, balled out, and they almost won that game.
And he still stated, even with him having a good game, he still stated and identified the flaws of him coaching. Why are you fighting back on what Rasheed Wallace says?
I'm gonna try to get Rasheed Wallace on my show. I'm gonna try to holler.
Hey, you can get.
I'm gonna try to get a line to him. I'm dead serious. I'm gonna try to get a line to him.
It's so interesting how you fight back on that because you know that.
Don't worry. I'm gonna try to get a line to him. Don't worry. I'm gonna try and get a line to Sheed. Don't worry.
All right, fellas. All right. We must transition. I put up the polls. I asked you guys, about certain players, higher or lower. So let's go ahead and get into it. I want to hear from you guys up
Oh,
here.
hold on, I'm sorry. To the to the idiot in the chat saying why you only listen to one player. There's a bunch of players to name. The problem though, if you name these players, Ticket's going to sit here and claim that doesn't count because they're crash dummies. So now I named a player that's won a championship before, was on a good team with him, was a bunch of talent, and he's sitting here and he's not accepting it because it shows his undeniable bias towards Doc Rivers, even though he can't crash out in flames every single year.
Is the Indiana coach a good coach?
Who?
Rick Carlisle.
Rick Carlisle was a good coach. Yes,
but he did his ass kicked every year except for one. He won a championship, right?
Rick Carlisle is just as bad as Mike D'Antoni.
I'm saying, now I'm gonna cook his ass the hard way down.
Rick Carlisle did not have the same talent that Doc Rivers
had. He's a good. That's a damn lie.
Rick Carlisle had the same talent as Doc Rivers?
First of all, Rick Carlisle had one of the best teams in the world in the Indiana Pacers team and couldn't control them but the first time.
They were going to win the NBA championship if the Malice in the Palace didn't
when they fought.
So let's kill that.
That's not Rick Carlisle.
Hold on. Time out. Hold on. I'm a deep fry low. Then go from there. He had the Pistons before Larry Brown went and won a championship with most of the same guys.
It's not the same guys, though. You know it's not the same guys.
Chauncey, Ben, what you call it? What are you talking about? You want to talk basketball now?
Name the players. Name them. Who was
again? Hold on. He had Ben. He had Chauncey. He had those core guys on that team. Rick Carlisle.
Name the rest. So just two guys.
That was a core two guys.
So he just had two. Okay, so it wasn't the same. Tayshaun Prince wasn't on that team.
No, you're the Finals MVP and you're the defensive player of the year.
Rasheed Wallace wasn't on that team, so no, it wasn't the same.
No. But I'm saying, but he constantly
good try.
With those teams.
Good try.
All right, fellas, we got to keep it pushing. We've reached that point in the show where we must put in our pick'em contest by the good fellas over at Underdog Fantasy. We are going to start today with none other than the X Factor for the Lakers. Well, one of the X Factors. I got two X Factors for you guys. First one will be Rui Hachimura.
He's getting his ass cooked today.
Well, we're actually going to talk about offense. He has one stat up here. It's higher or lower than 11.5 points. Chat, I asked you guys. And you guys responded with higher. That's what we're going to do.
He going lower, bro.
You should go lower. I'm not even going.
When the betting lines do that, Ron. Because I bet on basketball a lot. When the betting lines do that, he going lower, bro. It seems like these guys be knowing something, man.
Well, when the betting lines do what? Ticket? What you mean?
When they go low, like for example, Roy been getting like most of the games in the playoffs, he's been getting 20, 18, 17, 16. For that line not to be around 14 or 15, it let me know they think something going. He ain't gonna have that type. He might have like an 8-point night tonight or something like that.
I think he is too.
To put that line that low, that entire everybody think that. Y'all vote how y'all want to vote. If I was voting, I'd go under.
He should be like 12 or 13.
Damn right. I will go under.
Well, chat. I'm rocking with you guys today. Y'all said higher. We going higher. On to the next one. We got Anthony Davis.
What's his points?
Ticket is actually right. That's 11.5 is crazy.
He's 100%
just
right.
thinking that out. Just thinking that out, my life. That's actually crazy.
11.5. It should not be like that at all.
Think about that, bro. That means they know that they got something lined up to get him in foul. They know he's going. Because listen, think about this, Ron. Think about this 1 second. That when they do the betting lines, because I be in a sport book every single day. When they do the betting lines, they're thinking that Darvin Ham is going to match him up on Jokic. You know what that means? He's going to get 2 quick fouls and be out of the game early.
Ticket. I'll give you carte blanche right now to overthrow the chat and go lower. It's on you, Ticket. Hey, chat, it's not me. It's on Ticket.
Man, listen, they know he's going to be lined up.
Don't tell me. Don't tell me. Tell Euro.
Ticket, you're going to veto the chat?
I know how to.
The
sportsbook be tripping, bro. They gonna see, and you guys gonna be, 11.5.
11.5 is crazy.
11.5. So then, when he doesn't score 11.5, you put mad money on it. You're gonna be like, dang, bro.
They're gonna put him, bro. They're gonna put him on Jokic. Jokic is gonna pick up 2 fouls in this bum early. He's gonna be out of the game, and they're gonna pay a lot of attention to him tonight because he scored last game. They're gonna pay attention to him tonight.
You have carte blanche to overthrow the chat, but don't tell me. Tell Euro to do it. I'm look, chat. Y'all see my
let the chat do what they do. Let them do what they do.
All right, moving along. We got AD.
What's his points?
Points and rebounds, higher or lower. We had 37.5. Chat, once again, y'all said higher.
On points and rebounds?
Yeah.
I'm taking the over on that. Higher.
I'm going lower with that.
28
What's
and
the
10.
chat said higher?
Chat said higher.
That's
I'd
what
say
it is.
higher for
Mark.
everyone.
20
That's what
Chat, you got, by the way, you guys
28
are higher merchants, but let's do it.
So it could be like 25. It could be like 25 and 12, right?
If he's Roman, he should have more rebounds.
I'm actually going lower on the points and higher on the rebound because I think that this Laker team tonight is going to rebound a lot better than what they did in the first game. So
it could be a 24 or 15.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking
Can we
like
do
a
just
22-17.
rebound?
I'm thinking a 22-17
that'd be
game,
boring, huh?
something like that. That's
Hey,
what
man,
After we get done with this segment, I got to ask Lo a question about something he just said. Could you please let me make sure?
Chill. I don't know, chill, because chill, they gang rebound over there with the Nuggets, man. They got size with Michael Porter, Bruce Brown, Jokic.
They do.
They gang rebound. They
Yes,
got
they
good
do.
size, athleticism, and Aaron Gordon.
Yeah.
I don't think AD gets 17 rebounds this series, bro.
Which is why we scrapping that 3-guard lineup. Get that out of here. We're not doing that again. No.
I got the highest AD goal in rebounds. I think is probably about 13 or 14 this series. That's the high.
They're gonna do it again, chill.
Please don't. Please don't. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Dennis Schroeder, Austin Reeves, D'Angelo Russell on the floor. No, that's not going to work.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing tonight. I can't wait.
So that's going to be the over, I think. I think D'Lo's going to be the over tonight.
It's not going to work. Don't do that.
All right, fellas, moving along. Euro, you already know. We got to go to the man himself, Nikola Jokic.
Ooh.
And you know what he do? He do everything. So we're going to do everything. We're going to do
his points, rebounds, this is 53. Oh, my God.
That's ridiculous.
I'm going.
Hold on. That means he's going 20. He's going 25, 12, and 10 is how much?
No, not
that's
47.
That's
25.
That's crazy.
We're looking at like 35 to 40, 12 to 15 rebounds, and 7
to 6. Well, this is what I think his line.
He needs like 35, 10, and 8.
This is what I think his line going to be tonight. I think Jokic is going to put up around. I think Jokic is going to have around a 37, 38 ball tonight because the Lakers are going to just try. The Lakers going to play on one-on-one. They're going to let him score a lot.
Hey, Chill-Town.
Yes, sir.
Tiki, Ron, maybe Lo. I don't know, Lo. You still kind of a young boy. Y'all gonna catch this reference. I'm gonna tell you like this: Nikola Jokic, you just keep on lifting me up now.
Why does Ox make it seem like me and him basically not the same age? Why is that? Why do you think I'm?
You've already let us know, Lo. Y'all
yeah, I know.
I ain't mean no disrespect. You just more with the new times.
He more with the young guy.
I'm stuck in my old ways. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Lo, I do
think capping for young cats.
Lo, basically what he's saying is he's a 32-year-old. Or he's a 50-year-old in a 32-year-old body. He more so saying like you like a 24-year-old in a 32-year-old's body.
Don't put words in my mouth, Brian. I never said that. Look,
I know you didn't say that, Ox. I know you just chatting. That's Ron chatting right there. That's just Ron chatting.
Hey, Ron, what's the number for Jokic again? 50 what?
53 and a half.
53 and a half.
I think Jokic going high points tonight because the Lakers going to play on one-on-one. They're not going to double him tonight. He going high points tonight. He's still going to get you around 10 rebounds. So if he goes 38, 10, and 9, how much is that?
That's enough. That's high.
That's enough?
38, 10, and 9.
That's
38, 10. Yeah, that's 57.
That's right there?
That's 57. That's over, actually.
38, 10, and 9.
That's where he's going tonight. That's what he's going tonight, Lo. That's what he's going tonight. Because they're going to play him one-on-one. They're not going to double team him tonight. They're gonna play him one-on-one. He's gonna barbecue him in the post tonight.
He's had low rebound games. I mean, I think didn't he have like a 7 rebound game against Phoenix? So you could keep him off the.
That was the game he had 53 and 11. So guess what? Right, and
that's kind of that's the idea.
Well, look, you know why? But that's the reason why though, because when he and that's what I was gonna ask you about, Lo. When you said that AD is Roman, so he'll rebound more. I don't think he might rebound more, but I don't think that necessarily keeps Jokic off the glass. Because the reason I think his rebounds were lower when he scored more is because y'all got to remember, Jokic missed that chippy. It's coming right back to his hands.
Mm-hmm.
So when he makes those chippies, he's going to have less rebounds because his offensive rebounds are going to go down. At least that's the way I rationalize it. I don't know.
No, I agree with you. So y'all gonna go higher?
Yeah, I'm going higher, bro. They didn't put
I'm
that
going
low.
lower.
No, they didn't put that low. They didn't put that number up that high for no reason, bro. They feel like he going on. They feel like he going
The
up.
fact that it's just a custom though to put that up there that high is.
Yeah, I'm going lower because 53.5 is crazy.
The chat voted. The chat
No,
voted.
he's a
higher.
rebound his own
Low-key
mismatch.
is. He low-key
That's
is.
what
Yeah,
that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, 100%. 100%.
Is he the modern day Moses Malone?
Yeah, he low-key
Yes,
is.
I said that the games where he gets like 7-8 offensive rebounds, like 6 of them off his own misses. He's like,
Okay.
4 rebounds on one possession.
He's a better Moses Malone.
Okay. Here go dog. Here go dog.
All right.
I mean, he is better than Moses Malone, but it's fine.
No, you agree with that. Stop
Oh,
lying.
can we
He's
move
not a
on?
bad rebounder than Moses
Can we
Malone.
move on?
Listen. Open Gym is after this. JD, title the show of Open Gym. He's a better Moses Malone. As of right now, we have one more. Hey, chat. I know I only gave you guys 3 polls to go on in terms of stats in these contests, but I have one more. I just want to throw out there. We talked about D'Lo. Some people said he was going to have a good game. Some people said he was going to have a bad game. Well, he's going to be the X factor to this, and it's going to be all on us up here to choose what D'Angelo Russell.
Oh,
we do his
man.
threes?
This is
Can
a
we do his
dangerous
threes?
one.
Can we do his threes, please? His threes are only 2.
It's not up there. It's not up there.
I got D'Lo up tonight.
What we want to do? Chill. What we want to do?
This is a dangerous one right here, boy.
Go higher.
No, for what? What line are we choosing? What contest?
Points.
How many points does it say?
13.5.
Oh, how many points does it say?
13.
Oh shit, I'm finna bet on that myself. Hold on.
Hold on. Wait though. I gotta go around the room and I gotta ask everybody: higher or lower? 13.5. Dub, we're gonna start with you.
There's no threes because the over under is only 2 threes, and I want to do that.
No, it's
Screw
not.
it.
Dub.
Screw it. He'll hit. He may hit like 13, 14. You'll be watching at the end of the
Which
game.
one
hoping
is
he-
it?
Higher
13,
or lower?
14, higher
Yeah,
or
no,
lower?
this fence
Higher or
sitting
lower,
is
Dub?
crazy.
Yeah,
Right?
it's a
He's
crazy.
going higher than 13, bro.
It's D-Lo, so I get it. But what you doing, Dub? Higher or lower?
I'm gonna go higher.
Yeah. D-Ham going to him early tonight.
Low.
I agree. It should be higher.
All right, we got 2 for higher. Mars.
I'm just gonna follow the crowd. Higher.
3
Don't
for
be a
higher.
follower, Mars. Don't be a follower, Mars. You are a
Be a
leader.
leader, man.
You are a leader, Mars. Be a
I'm
leader.
KD.
Okay. Never mind. I'm going lower. I think he's gonna come up. He's gonna be upset because Bruce Brown said whatever he said. He's gonna be out there chucking up stuff. He's gonna be missing. Darvin Ham's gonna sit him down.
He gonna be hitting. He ain't gonna be
He probably gonna have about 9 points tonight.
Chill. What you thinking?
I'm going higher. I think they go to him early and often. I think he goes after whoever is covering him to get them going.
Got you. Ticket. Last but not least.
Yeah, I'm going over. Like I said, D-Ham's going to him early tonight. D-Lo, even if he don't have a great shooting night, he'll have 14, 15 points.
Ticket said he about to go put some jack on that right now.
Right. Hey, that's easy work right there. Hey, that's a good bet right there.
KCP gonna be taking the ball from him.
All right, so here we go. Here we go, Euro. We got higher, and now we finally got our slip. This is what we're gonna do. Euro, let's go ahead and throw in 20. It's a lot going on right here. We're gonna throw in 20.
Insurance, man.
No, you're right. Go ahead. Yeah, we need that. Chat, as you can see, we got the payout multiplier at times 6. And Euro, you can go ahead and submit that so we can see the whole thing. This is what we're looking at.
I gotta see if they do parlays too.
I'm doing one right now. I'm not even gonna lie.
Yeah.
Maybe you do because I'm not a betting man. I would buy lottery tickets.
Yeah, you should do it.
Lottery? You do lottery tickets?
Well, a long time ago, I used to buy.
You can get your $10, chill. You can get your $10, do a parlay, and end up winning about $400-500.
Well, that's what I was gonna ask you, Ticket, because you dudes know more about this than I do. What exactly?
Okay, so all right, a parlay is like this, right? A parlay is like, for example, I can bet on numerous different things in the game and put it all on one ticket. And if I hit everything, I win big. So, for example, I could get a parlay where I bet $10 on like 6 or 7 different things, and everything that I say happens, and I may win like $800 or $900 just off that $10 bet. But so every single thing has to hit. Or if something goes even, then the money I win comes down a little bit, but I still win. It just comes down a little bit. But that's a parlay. So, for example, if I say
$10, okay, I think I'm
yeah.
with you.
If I say I got $10, right? I can say
Russell goes higher on points or Anthony
the Lakers,
rebounding, stuff like that. All right, I'm with you. Okay, I'm with you.
Chill. You got to understand the probability of all these things happen.
Right,
it increases
it decreases. So the probability increases, so it makes the odds higher. So
focus, Mars.
For example, I put a $5 bet for like a NFL parlays, and then that $5 turned to 800, mainly because of that. So as long as you know what you're betting on, it'll be pretty easy. Just go with the locks, and the locks are D-Lo 2 threes. Right. It's not that hard to gamble, bro. You just gotta do a lot of.
Bro, I won 18,000.
Dub, you don't know.
Y'all about to be the reason for somebody
this close to winning 25.
Hey, somebody's gonna get divorced.
Bob, did you say 18 stacks ticket? Did you just say 18 stacks?
Yeah, I won 18 stacks in Mexico on a parlay in the casino in the sportbook. I'm serious.
I was 10 Terry Rozier points from 25K, bro.
Listen. I literally bet on like 6-7 different college teams. I had them on the same book, and I waited up all the way to the last minute. And when you like bet on that and you hit everything, and as you waiting on that last one, I've had them where they went the other way, where I was just pissed. And it always seems like when it's the last bet, you got to wait till the last minute of the game to see if you're gonna win the bet or not. It ain't never none. That's
scary. That's scary.
When I won that, bro, they had to have security walk out with me from the casino to make sure I got back to the hotel safe.
We might have to put you in the chokehold.
When you say 10K, like 10K, like US or pesos?
US. US. Look, me and the basketball players, we going in there every single day during the college games. Every day.
Yeah. Hey, I was in Germany going crazy.
Every day.
I was in Germany parlaying like 12 different contests for real. All over.
Bro,
for everybody out there, make sure you're
I'm putting like Bob. And I'm putting like $150, $200 on a 10 thing parlay. Yeah. So think about that.
Yeah,
that's
but
crazy.
See, the thing is, see, Ticket, you and Dub, y'all got money to blow. Everybody out there, man, y'all gamble responsibly. Gamble responsibly.
Gamble responsibly.
Don't let this.
Probably don't gamble while you drink.
The craziest thing when I realized I had to stop gambling for a minute. You know that rocket shit game on DraftKings? You ever played that?
We don't talk about Bruno. We don't talk about Bruno.
Yeah, what made you think that I was gonna fly?
My bad. I forgot.
That was crazy.
My bad.
That's like coming up here. Yo, you remember that chick that I used to date? While your chick's sitting right here. What are you doing, dog?
Yeah, dog.
But I'm gonna go check out Underdog. I'm gonna go check out Underdog and see what they got over there. I'm gonna go check them out.
Make sure you use the promo code The Panel, and remember, when you put in 50, we'll match 50.
Word.
Yeah.
All right, fellas.
Sometime this summer, y'all meet me at the craps table in Las Vegas. We do some real gambling.
Yo, can you show me how to play craps? I suck at it, man.
I got you.
Suck at it.
You're just rolling dice.
It ain't just rolling dice. Make sure you talking about the hard way.
I'm so sick of low. I'm so sick of low. I swear. No, it's not just rolling dice.
There's technique.
What are you doing, man? I'm sick of low sometimes. I swear, man. This dude.
You don't even gamble. You don't gamble, Chill. Here's
the thing. Actually, I used to play. I used to play lottery, but hey, real quick, Ron. Real quick, Ron. Before we go, just so you know, Ticket.
We need some chillers.
Just so you know, Low. In 1995, the Big West tournament was in Las Vegas. We staying at the Riviera, right? We staying at the Riviera. I'm nice in blackjack. I'm a pretty good blackjack table. I'm a pretty good blackjack player. We go downstairs. We at the Riviera. They give us per diem. I already had some money. So I go to the blackjack table, $25. I'm up $250. Well, take the $250 and leave. No, I took $250 off you. I'm going to take $250 off him. This left-handed chick comes up. She's the dealer. I didn't know that when the dealer switched, you're supposed to play a couple of hands and then bounce. Mm-hmm. No, not only did she take the $250 that I won, she took the $25 I came to the table with. I was sick. I was ready to go home that day.
I've been like that before, Chill. I've been hey, Chill. They used to come find me in the casino all night after a game. I used to be at 6 o'clock in the morning, bro. And look, and when you winning, all the bad honeys coming up behind you, standing behind you and stuff. People want to put bets on top of my bets. I had to slap a dude because he was trying to put a bet on top of my bets. Man, you better take the damn chip. You put your chips on top of my chip. You ain't supposed to touch another man's chips He come up putting his chips on top of my chips like he gonna double down on my bet. I'm like, man,
do
get
that.
the hell out of here, man.
You know,
slap him with the left hand or the right hand?
Oh no, I slapped him with the right hand. I made sure he felt that.
That's the pimp hand.
Hey, but you know, when you up like that, when people start coming around you, sometimes the casino's sending them over there to throw your juju off though.
Yeah, they do it. They'll be like, yo, let me bet with you if you got a hot hand. So they'll put money on it. And one time I let this lady do it because she looked good. She put the money on it. Then when the dude gave me the payout, when he gave my chips, she tried to grab the chips. I said, hold on.
Whoa.
I'm gonna give you your chips you want.
She tried to do you like Ginger in casino. I want my cut.
Yeah, dog. It's crazy.
Yeah, Ticket. I'm gonna see you on the tables. PC weekend come August. We'll see about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, y'all. Let's go ahead and get to the super chats. We got a lot. of them. NBA Lonnie said Ron can breathe wrong. In the chat with Spam L Host. Yo, chat.
Facts. L Host.
Spam L Host. Leb Onar said, is Jimmy top 5?
How about that avatar? Let's get on that for a minute. Wow. Let's discuss that avatar for a minute.
That is amazing.
Let's get on that.
That's what the dude at the casino scene, man.
Niggas trolling. Niggas trolling.
That's an amazing avatar.
Let's get on that.
Does nobody want to answer the question, or
no? He's not.
He's top 5.
We spoke about it for an hour. Like,
you're right.
Top 5.
Oh, y'all doing super chats now?
Yeah. ASAP Henny said Jimmy is better than that choker Steph Curry.
No, he ain't better than Steph.
You had Jimmy number 2. What?
No, I'm talking about overall. I'm saying right now in this year. I have him like where he's at right now.
Yeah, not all time.
All time now.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Don't get crazy, man.
He's not better either way, but yeah.
Well, today, right now, I mean, he's better just because he's still.
He
playing.
is better, man. He's still playing.
He's. I mean,
Bam Adebayo better than Steph Curry too.
Only because look, I'm saying no, he's really not better, but he's only better because he has a game tonight and he doesn't. So you know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Like,
yeah, facts. Gabe Vincent better than Steph Curry. Facts.
Gabe Vincent better than Steph, De'Aaron, Luka, all of those guys.
Okay.
He's still playing. You know, that's all I'm saying.
K the Don said
the race, we can't win.
K the Don said anyone who knows ball knows Thibodaux was more responsible for that 08 ring than Doc with his defensive schemes.
So why Doc still has some of the best defensive teams in the world after Tibbs, and why Tibbs ain't win shit without Doc?
Who did he have?
Which defensive teams?
First of all, the Clippers. When he first went over there with Kawhi, it was one of the top defensive teams in the league, if I'm not mistaken. Also, I think wasn't Philly one of the better defensive teams in the league this year?
They were 8th.
Top 10.
And we were there before Doc went over there.
But last year they were 12th.
Right, so they got better this year.
No. When Brett Brown was there in 2020, they were also 8th.
And then they went down, right?
They went down to 12th, yeah.
Yeah,
with Doc. With Doc there, they went down.
No, I'm saying, and what was he with the Clippers? Wasn't he?
Let me go to the Clippers. Then. Hold on,
with Kawhi and Paul George.
They still were 8 though.
No, 8 is. I mean, but that's not one of the best. But I guess.
Yes, it is. Low. That's a top
it is.
Top
10. 5th. In 2020 with the Clippers.
There you go, right there. So that kills the Tibbs narrative right there.
Nah, they were historically great defense when Tibbs was there.
So we're just gonna ignore where they were.
No, I'm saying, but he still had top 10 defensive teams.
You keep saying you said historically great. Low, he had a top 5 defense in the game.
I don't think
and the Boston Celtics had a top 5 defense in the modern era.
Not on a year-to-year basis. Historically means like literally one of the best.
Not one of the best right now.
I don't think that Clipper team defensively was better than that Boston Celtics team. No, I'm not saying that. What the idea is that Doc did have some great defensive teams. That's after he left the Celtics. Now, did he have any defensive teams that were as good as those teams? No, but he did have some great defensive teams. That's the idea.
Tibbs had a solid defensive scheme, and so did Doc. But they had that defense was so good because they had Kevin Garnett. Like, I mean, that's
no. That's that. But even when KG got hurt in 2009, they were still
good defensive
above,
team.
they were still above, not good. They were still noticeably
Yeah,
above
but
everyone else.
The 08 Celtics are statistically the third best defense.
I'm talking about historical.
Oh no, yeah, but what I'm saying, if he was historical to like the second or third defense, I understand what you're saying.
In the 75-year history, Mars. So you saying, Mars, in the 75-year history of the NBA, there's only 2 teams statistically better than that 08 Celtic team.
Yeah, that was
wow, that's pretty impressive.
One of them is a Bill Russell team. So
the old Celtic teams were better defensively. Yeah,
and one's a Spurs team. I think.
I'm gonna say the Bill Russell teams, the
Pistons like top
Pistons,
7 or 8, I think.
The Spurs, and then maybe a year or two of those Jordan Bulls. But they're like that's like a top 5 defense of all time.
Lo, let me ask you this question, Lo.
After this, we got to move on.
Okay, now I just want to ask one quick question. So we talking about the defense, right? Do you think Mike D'Antoni would be a better coach for Philly?
No, because I think they need to make sure they keep the defensive identity.
So is Mike D'Antoni a better coach than that?
For it depends on what you need as a coach.
What?
Depends on what you need as a coach.
Please,
Ron, you hit Ron. That's beat Ron. That's why I asked that question.
I just said we got to move on. I knew
the same realm. Ron, this man is comparing Mike D'Antoni to Doc Rivers, man.
You asked him to compare him.
No, I'm talking about he putting them on the same.
Yeah, they're in the same realm. They're in the same realm.
Bro, that's bad, bro. That is absolutely disgusting, man.
They're in the same
realm.
That's
disgusting, bro.
I expect more from you, Lo.
I would never let nobody disrespect you like
this,
man.
Same realm.
This is crazy, bro.
You criticize him for it.
It's absolute insanity, bro. Go ahead, man. Go ahead, y'all.
Hey, Chad, I just posted a poll. Who's better, Mike D'Antoni or Doc? I should have put both equal or same tier, whatever.
Yeah,
but
they're in the same tier.
Hey, y'all got to choose one or the other. All right, moving along. Jeremy Sanchez said, y'all do this every year with the Heat. Never take them serious. How much do they need to show y'all they are better than these teams y'all always pick?
Jeremy, knock it off. Before last season, they finished 5th and they finished 8th this year. So stop talking about these dudes like every year they're at the top of the league. Yeah, they had the number 1 seed last year, but before last year, the Miami Heat, I think they were in 5th place, and I think they were in 8th place this year, and I think they were in 6th place when they got swept out the playoffs. So what are we talking about?
But to be fair, they keep making the conference
most of us had them in the conference fight. We had them beating Atlanta, and we had them beating Philly with Embiid's broken face. Like we weren't surprised.
I had them in the championship last year.
Like last year wasn't a surprise.
When they were the number 1 seed.
2020, 2021, they got swept.
And I thought they were going to win the whole.
Yeah, but Jimmy got hurt in 2020. That's what he's saying.
No one did anything like that. And in 2020, when they made the finals, they surprised everyone. But 2022, no one was surprised that we're in the conference finals.
So he probably asking why this year? Why this year after 2 conference finals appearances in 3 years? Why y'all surprised that he made the third?
Because the team couldn't shoot the ball in the regular season.
And they're shooting lights out.
Yeah, I didn't expect that to happen. Like I don't know what you want me to do about that.
Hey, Lo, you a savage, man. You a real life savage, though. I hate you, dude.
They're in the same realm. I don't know the same.
By the way, D'Antoni's winning right now. Too.
Doc Rivers has a championship. What are we doing?
How is he winning? Hold on. How is he winning, Ron?
He's winning the ball. 51-49.
You guys just praise me.
Hold on. Come on. Did Shaq win Low?
It's like 50-50.
It's 50-50.
Come on. 50% of y'all really think D'Antoni?
52 ticket.
He ain't never been to a final. Come on, this ain't no coach Amari. Come on, he coached Amari. He coached the best team in the West. He coached Amari, Steve Nash. All them dudes still couldn't get to the finals, bro.
Facts. Yeah. Everyone vote for Doc Rivers, man. Facts.
All right, y'all. We got to keep it pushing. Your boy TKZ said, "This is my first super chat. I watch every week at work. I love the show. I'm trying to find a permanent team to be a fan of. Help."
Wait till the Bucks.
Join me on OKC.
Like the B.
Oh God. So you're on the way to OKC right
shameless.
now. You're currently packing your bag right now.
No. Once if James Harden joins Houston, then yeah. But until then,
you're shameless, Mars. Wait,
100% shameless.
Mars doesn't have any allegiance to anybody. Mars is the epitome of a foreigner.
Oh, Spurs. Yeah,
you just said KD. He just literally told us.
I have no allegiance to these
Mars
organizations.
doesn't have any allegiance to anybody.
100%.
He's a foreigner, 100%.
Yes,
he comes in, he shows up.
The moment Houston do something I don't like, I'm out.
Root for the Spurs. Root for the Spurs.
Hey, TKZ, you know where to go. You know what's up.
Oh man, that's a crazy pitch.
Come with us, man. Light the beam.
He ain't even got nothing behind him.
Where that beam, man?
It was over here.
He ain't even got the beam.
Well, my son got in his room because he a diehard Keegan Murray fan, so I'll let him take it.
Diehard Keegan Murray.
Light the beam. Yo, Morris,
I ain't never heard that.
You can't say nothing about anybody being diehard nothing.
Yeah, I respect that. I respect that.
I ain't never heard someone say they're a diehard Keegan Murray fan. That's cool.
Nobody said he just got here, Mars.
That's what I'm saying. I respect that. I respect that.
Hey, so my
it's
more
Jalen
Green just means nothing. All right, well.
It doesn't. If you jump into OKC, it actually doesn't.
But I'm gonna still be rooting for Jalen Green.
Oh, you still rooting for everybody, huh? Curry, Jalen Green, you just rooting over everybody.
I don't really root for Curry.
He's on top.
Man, that's crazy.
Well, anyways, Keegan Murray, and we gonna be lighting the beam with Keegan Murray for the next 15 years.
That might be the next time you do like.
And Jaylen Brown is looking for real estate in Granite Bay right now.
Oh, he's not.
Hey, you better go to Rockland. But keep it in pushing though. TK said, "What's the funniest inside the NBA moment for you guys?"
That's with Shaq and those guys, right?
Yeah.
When Kenny Smith pushed him into the Christmas tree, that was awesome.
I was there. I was actually in the studio when he did this year.
Did they?
Yeah, I was in there. I was there. Yeah,
nice.
that game, that day he did it.
Hey,
All of them are just humongous. This is crazy. Pause.
Anytime Kenny stands up and walks and does anything, and his knees get to clicking, that's hilarious to me.
It's worse in real life. It's worse in real life. The way he walks, it's actually significantly worse in real life.
Yeah. Even though if you look at Kenny Smith today, you look at him and you can't really imagine Kenny Smith, one of the best athletic guards in NBA when he was playing. One of the best.
Yeah, but he did what you're meant to do. You're meant to ruin the rest of your life for those championships. That's what you're meant to do. So that's what you're meant to do. That's when you get paid millions of dollars. That's what you do.
Next super chat from Up Person 1805. He said, "Have any of y'all heard of what Michael Jordan's sister said?"
What a lot of people said.
First time I heard he even had a sister. Didn't even know.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan's brother. That's what she said.
You ain't know that? Yeah. Well, no, not only that, but just so you guys know, and a lot of people they completely forget this, that these people, these basketball players, these football players, they're people, and they come from other people who got problems. So his sister, the allegations he was talking about was that their father sexually abused her. But they think that because it's Jordan, that this phenomenal basketball player, well, just so you know, he got people. And those people are susceptible to the same thing that you and me are. Everybody looks at athletes as these superhuman people that they can't do any wrong. Yes, they can be. At the end of the day, they people just like us. And they come from the same kind of people that we do.
I did not know that. Jesus. So.
Didn't know that.
Why would you bring that up in the super chat? Nobody want, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what we were meant to say about that.
Oh, I didn't hear it, and I wish I never would have heard it.
All right, well,
my life was better before I knew about that. Jesus.
Taquay White said, "Why does every ticket conversation begin with a hypothetical? If Giannis wins, is he on the same level? If Jimmy wins, why not talk about stuff when it happens?
So that you can be early to it and say you told everyone. That's why. And then if it doesn't happen, you'll be like, oh well, I only said if.
That's not true. Just that when you have conversations, you compare this era to the other eras and the other greats. That's it. So we'll say like, yo, everybody says now, well, what does LeBron need to do to pass Mike? That's just a conversation people have. They have it every day on national TV. You don't complain about that. You guys complain about.
Oh, I know. I do complain about that.
I hate.
I'm over.
I hate basketball media.
Yeah, I'm over that already.
I'm over.
Even though
but no, I'm not just saying that. I'm just saying in general, all the way across the NBA board, we'll say, well, what does this guy need to do to be better than KG all the time? What does he need to do to be better than him? That's the conversation you have as basketball players. If you don't like it, take your ass somewhere else.
Well, let's have a what if game for Jokic. So what if he wins a championship this year? Take it.
Oh no. If Jokic wins a championship, he's a level over. He's where all the guys that have won 1 and 2 championships. They got MVPs, the big guys, and all the other guys.
So he over Barkley and Malone.
Oh, definitely over Barkley and Malone.
You have Barkley at number 12.
No, you're not hearing what I'm saying. I'm talking about.
No.
I'm talking about.
Stop, Mars. Stop. He already said it. Mars, he already said it. He's already said it.
That's right.
That wouldn't be criminal for Jokic because Jokic got 2 MVPs, could have won 3 straight. He'd have probably been the only player in NBA history that's done that. And hold on, done that as a big. Hold on, what other center won 3 straight MVP awards?
Not Jokic.
None. You're right.
Not
None.
even him.
No. My whole thing with Jokic has been the championship. That has been the separator for me. Is it you got the perfect?
That's fine. You have Jokic fringe top 10.
So if he wins, he's fringe top 10. Perfect. Okay.
No. If he wins, he goes to 12 and Barkley moves down.
Yeah, that's 12 is close to
okay. That's a but you said you had Barkley 12. That's what you had.
I said he goes to 12 and Barkley moves down at like 13.
That's what I said.
Jokic is one championship away from number 12 all time.
Fringe top 10, exactly.
But you gotta be honest. Hold on. You gotta be honest about Jokic's career. Let's be honest. First of all, if he wins, let me say this. If he wins a chip this year, the fact that he lost the MVP, you saw how Embiid played. He comes back next year, he'll probably be the favorite to win the championship next year and the favorite to win the MVP next year.
That's fine. You have him at
That's
12.
fine.
I don't care. And
You're not even arguing.
Hey, Ron, the only problem I have with that, two things real quick. The only problem I have with that super chat is the way you did Ticket's voice.
Yeah, that was
second, how come Ticket can have Barkley at 12 and I can have Scotty at 10?
Both of y'all can't have neither one of them.
Am I in the Matrix right now? Is somebody swearing?
Jokic is 7 wins away from number 12.
What's happening right now?
Facts.
All right, so let's keep it pushing.
What time marker is this?
I have another hypothetical.
We need that clip.
Speaking of which,
we need that clip.
John Wick 1 GM said, if Jimmy doesn't win a title, his years with the Heat will be like Ewing with the Knicks.
This man right here is crazy. I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
I mean, that's still good years.
It's still good years, but the only reason why is because there's years where the Knicks were actually favored to win, like they were,
like in '93.
Yeah,
they were the favorites to beat the Bulls that year.
And so I don't think there's a year where like the Heat were like clearly favored to win a championship, or even just slightly favored. I don't think there was ever a time.
Mm-hmm. And in '94, they were favored to win the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
What are he favored in any of these series they in right now?
No.
They weren't favored
Knicks.
They were my favorite against the Knicks. So.
Were they favored to beat the Heat? Were they favored to beat the Knicks?
They should have been.
I don't think they were favored to beat the Knicks.
They should have been.
I don't think they were. No, I don't think they.
They wasn't. They was not favored to beat the Knicks.
Yeah,
I know for a fact, not Milwaukee, not this series.
I had the Knicks serving them.
It says Heat minus 260, Knicks plus 210. I don't know what that means.
So that means that means that they were the favorites.
Who was the favorite?
Heat.
Miami.
Okay, see? Good. Julius Randle's on the team.
Oh, man.
All right, fellas, keeping it pushing. Mars, can you say his name for me?
David Virginia.
Thank you. Based on his logic, Jimmy is a better all-time Bull than Jordan because Jordan wasn't doing anything without Pippen.
That doesn't work.
That wasn't the logic.
I don't know what that.
That was
what a reach.
Yeah,
but he was spitting. Those are facts. Jordan didn't do shit without Pippen.
Facts. Won one playoff game. I hear that all the time.
Low-key Tello said, is Ticket TV praising losing over winning? You said Jimmy Butler time in Miami is better than Wade when he has 0 championships.
That's a lie, bro.
He said if he wins.
Everybody does that. They always put words in my mouth, but they lie all the time, bro. It's crazy on YouTube.
That's not what he said. That's not what he said.
He said if Jimmy Butler wins.
That's not what he said.
That was the only
come
reference.
on,
and I got to admit though, Ticket, I damn near did miss that part when you said if he wins. I still disagree, but I did kind of miss that.
That word "if" is very important to mention.
Yeah, hey, Lo, let me ask you that quick question. Lo, if Bron doesn't go over to and Chris Bosh go over to play with D-Wade, does he go to the finals again with that Miami team they had before D-Wade and Bron goes over there?
Which Wade and Bosh?
No, without Wade, without
2010 Heat, just run it back.
With the team,
Eventually, who knows?
No. Okay. So let me ask you this: so if Jimmy Butler wins the championship with the Heat this year, in your mind, does that put him over Jimmy as a Miami Heat without LeBron, with his career without LeBron? Would that elevate him in your eyes over what D-Wade did?
No.
Okay, that's all I want to know.
Moving along, Jay Nudie said Jimmy Butler has better intangibles than D-Wade, i.e. leadership, accountability, etc. But Wade is a better basketball talent
better leader than Dwayne Wade.
I got told that D Wade.
Yeah, because I mean, you got to think. Hold on, D Wade had best on that. Hold on, D Wade had leadership on that team. He had Haslam. He had the old head dudes. He had Shaq on the team. He had Walker on the team. He had no. I'm saying no.
Because they're not the same age.
No. But I'm saying Jimmy Butler went to that team as the leader with Miami before old boy came over there from Toronto. So he took them to the finals. Without them dudes, he was leading to the finals.
Yeah, but Haslam was already there. Haslam was there.
I'm saying, but Jimmy Butler, but Haslam wasn't winning shit without no Jimmy. Haslam was asses on the bench, nigga.
Okay, Haslam wasn't winning anything without D Wade.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Haslam a leader.
You telling me Jimmy wasn't the leader of that team when he went over there that year?
No, I'm saying D Wade was the leader of that team.
D Wade was the leader as well. They're both leaders.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm saying no. This is what I'm saying to you. I'm saying when D Wade played at that time, he had other vets on that team. I ain't talking about just Haslam. He had other vets on that team because he was
the definition of a vet.
Hold on. He was the younger guy. He had other vets. Shaq was already a seasoned vet in the league. Udonis Haslam was still playing solid basketball at that time. They were leadership.
Haslam wasn't a vet though.
They also had other good vets. Who was on that roster when they won the championship?
Well, they had Jason Williams was on that team.
The only pushback we have is that you're calling Haslam at that time a veteran. Haslam wasn't a veteran at that time. That's the only pushback we have.
He's the definition of a veteran now.
Now he
no. I'm saying no. What I'm saying is that he had other. I'm saying that I didn't say him as a vet. I'm saying they had vets on the team beside him.
Yeah, if you want to say that, fine. But Haslam at that time wasn't a vet.
Kevin loves a vet.
And add that to the fact that I'm 100% confident Shaquille O'Neal said, whose team is it?
When he got there, D Wade.
There you go.
Also,
when
he got there, then he had Jimmy Butler had Haslam, Iguodala, Goran Dragic, Jay
Damn. Well, the report just came up on Bleacher Report right now. They said James Harden told Philly to fire Doc. There you go.
Oh well, we knew that already. That's fine.
And without Joel Embiid knowing. So if I'm Joel Embiid, I want to trade. I'm out.
That's because the GM.
I don't think Joel Embiid cares that Doc Rivers is gone.
No, he does. No, he does. He just said the other day that he's devastated by it because he was blindsided. They didn't even tell him.
Well, they did. I was listening to Rich Kamler. I was listening to Rick Kamler, whatever his name is, Rich or Rick, I don't know. And they were talking about that. And Daryl Morey, I guess they did like a little interview and asked, how are you going to deal with Joel Embiid being upset about Doc Rivers firing? And he was like, I'm just going to do my best job as a GM to get him to understand that the next guy I bring in, you can build a relationship with him too. He basically said, I don't give a damn what Joel Embiid says.
And when Embiid asked for a trade, it's over with.
But I thought that's what the front office is meant to do. They're meant to do their job, run the team, and the players shouldn't have.
No, but you don't. Mars, you're trolling Mars because you're gonna ask a dude like James Harden over a dude who's the cornerstone of that team. So you're gonna ask James Harden what you want to do over the MVP. Not gonna happen, sucker.
Nah, I just thought the front office meant to make
he's under contract. That's the reason why they probably weren't that inclined. But yeah, just fire him. I don't really. Who cares?
Literally just to sign an extension. His extension just came.
Yeah, he signed it. So
he's got like 5 years. What's Embiid?
Yeah, they're not in a rush to appeal.
Yeah, they're not at risk
Joel
of
Embiid that much.
I wouldn't be surprised he asked for a trade.
And they just say no.
Like say no. Yeah.
All right, y'all. Next super chat from Omar Hansen. He said 1, Jordan, 2, Kobe, 3, Wade, 4, Iverson, 5, Harden. Jimmy is not better than Wade. Stop it.
I don't have him over. I don't have Harden over him. Come on.
You talking about
I don't have James Harden. If we judging dudes from the regular season, we're wrong. I don't have James Harden over Jimmy Butler. Sorry. Based off what I've seen, I don't have him over
Mars, stop. Shut up, Mars.
Based off what I've seen, hold on, low. Based off what you've seen.
You almost had it, Mars.
Y'all, hold on. Well, let me ask Chilltown and Bob, since y'all two got charges. Do y'all two have James Harden over Jimmy Butler?
I do not have James Harden over a lot of people.
Thank you.
So it might,
he doesn't have James Harden over Allen Houston. So like,
no, but I'm asking
that doesn't mean much.
Go ahead,
yes, chill. Yes.
You have James Harden over Jimmy Butler.
That doesn't mean much. So.
Yes, chill. He does.
Chill. You got James Harden over Jimmy Butler. Chill.
He's Allen Houston over James Harden. Chill.
Hold on. You got James Harden over Jimmy Butler. Chill.
Hold on, Ticket. What?
I got I got a long list.
He said Doug
I
Christie.
got a long
Hey,
list.
Bob,
He's
you
a
still got
Doug
that list?
Christie,
You still got that list?
I don't know.
I'm a big time Allen Houston fan. He was not better than James Harden. No, he wasn't.
Latrell Sprewell. Manu
No.
We're not gonna do this right now.
Yeah, we're not gonna do it.
We're not gonna do this right now. But find that list.
Am I in
Find
the
that
Matrix?
episode.
No, to answer tickets.
Find that episode and we'll redo that. Go ahead.
To answer tickets question, in totality, no, I do not have Jimmy Butler over James Harden. No.
James Harden's a bum.
And you basing this all off regular season accolades.
Not just regular season accolades. Not just the regular season. I mean, he was in the Western Conference Championship ticket more than once. He did
And folded.
He
And
did.
every time
Yes, he
folded.
did. Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Yeah, 100% he did.
No, 2015 he didn't fold in the Western Conference Finals, but you got
I
it.
think he played
The Warriors
2018
were just better.
as well.
I'm going to say he's going up against just significantly better teams.
I think he played well.
Hold on, but Jimmy is 2 and winning.
He's not going up against the Golden State Warriors or San Antonio Spurs caliber teams. Let's stop.
Nigga, he's going up against the Boston Celtics right now.
I'm not gonna lie. Ticket, you know the Boston Celtics don't compare to the 2018 Warriors.
You know they're not in the same stratosphere, Ticket. You know they're not.
Yo, Ticket, you almost made Low jump out his seat.
No, but we don't like you can have Jimmy Butler over James Harden. That's whatever. But like we don't need to lie.
Just don't
Yeah,
lie.
we don't need to lie.
Don't lie.
I'm
Don't
putting
lie.
James Harden over Jimmy Butler now.
Oh, don't say that.
Is
Is
The
Jimmy Butler over
Boston
Allen Iverson?
Celtics.
Is Jimmy Butler over Allen Iverson?
Oh,
I ain't saying that. I'm just saying, bro. When
I'm
I'm
asking
looking
you.
Why are you saying that though?
Morris,
Is
when I'm
Jimmy
looking at bro, when I'm looking at basketball, man, if I'm
I just thought about this.
hold on,
If
you can ask
If Jimmy Butler gets to the finals,
I
why
guarantee-
would he not be over Allen Iverson?
Yeah,
I
Jimmy Butler
guarantee
has
you
to
he
be
won't,
over.
hold on, talk about. I guarantee you he won't pick. I guarantee you Chilltown wouldn't pick him over Jimmy Butler.
Wait, can you answer? Is Jimmy Butler over Allen Iverson?
If Jimmy Butler goes to the finals again this year, would he be over Allen Iverson?
Oh, most definitely.
Jesus. Okay.
Most
All
definitely.
right, come on.
And Allen Iverson is over KD, by the way. So you know what that means.
Most
Jimmy Butler's over KD.
definitely. But hey, Chilltown, you would pick Jimmy over James Harden. You build a team, right?
if they go to the NBA Finals again this year,
No. I'm saying no. If you're starting a team, who you picking first, Jimmy or James Harden?
First, or who I'd rather have?
Who are you
He's
picking
talking to
in
me.
the
He's
draft?
talking to me. He's
And
talking
you
to
got
me.
Jimmy or James Harden, who y'all picking
I'm gonna
first?
keep it a bean with you. Ticket's a perfect straw man because I probably would pick Jimmy. I'm gonna keep it a bean with you.
Thank you.
All right,
She'll know it too. Chill.
You a capping ass
Chill,
dude, man. Y'all niggas cap. Y'all just don't want to agree with me, man. Y'all niggas
No,
sad.
I'm just thinking about Jimmy Butler and I'm thinking about James Harden and him folding up in the playoffs.
I ain't gonna hold you. I'd probably rather pick Jimmy.
I'm not thinking twice. I'm for sure picking Jimmy.
I'm probably.
Thank you, bro.
Look at Tick.
No, I'm not gonna do it. But we gotta keep pushing. We gotta keep pushing. Jeremiah Smith said we are ranking Jimmy over Wade off 3 postseasons.
No, 4.
2020.
No, definitely not 2021.
He said
It's definitely not.
2020.
It's off free.
It's off
purchase.
the
D-Wade, hold on. D-Wade missed the playoffs too, so what are you talking about?
No,
Hold up,
that's
right
fine. But I'm
made
saying
it.
it's based on the free put. It's not based on 2021. It's based on.
Hold
those
up, let me finish reading this. He said off 3 postseasons, 2020, 22, and 23. Tell me what was Jimmy doing in 2012 through 2019? What was he producing those postseasons?
Wasn't he playing with the Chicago Bulls having good runs?
Crazy, didn't he?
Wasn't he with the Bulls having good runs?
They lost in the first round.
Good runs.
Yeah,
Good
define
runs.
good runs.
They lost in the first.
I don't think they got to the conference finals ever.
No, they didn't.
No,
They
they
lost
didn't.
to the first. They lost in the first round to the Celtics in 17. Which, by the way, if Rondo don't break his hand, they beat Boston. I think Boston is out if Rondo doesn't break his hand.
Oh, that's true. I forgot Rondo did break his hand.
Chill, he didn't break nothing. That was the NBA not letting Rajon Rondo be great.
Oh, brother, don't get him started.
Ah.
I'm sorry.
Next super chat from NBA Lanny. He said, so what I'm getting from Ticket is outside of D-Wade winning 3 titles for Miami, Jimmy has done more.
Yeah, just take away the titles you won with LeBron.
Come on, take them away.
And then.
Oh, I'm just saying. No, I'm just saying. If you gave Jimmy
the playoffs. Yes.
Okay, if you put Jimmy on that team, he wins more titles than D-Wade won.
That's great, but he wasn't on that team.
No, I'm just saying.
Yeah, and I'm also just saying he wasn't on that team.
I know you like being an ass.
Wait. Hold on, Ticket. So you take D-Wade off that 14 team and put Jimmy Butler on that 14 team. You think they beat the Spurs?
That daggone right.
Why not?
Yeah, fact, it's Jimmy Butler.
Jordan, Jimmy Butler's a lot of
Also, to be fair, Jimmy wasn't. Wade was declining pretty rapidly.
Respect.
At that stage.
Oh man,
He was
2014
100%.
D-Wade is still better than 2014.
But
Jimmy
I'm not even thinking about Jimmy Butler as a player more than I'm thinking about how awesome that San Antonio team was. Are we serious right now?
Man, there's a lot of people who are higher than that team. I'm not higher than that 2014 team.
No, you tripping, fam.
No, it's a great team.
No one averaged 20 points. They're not that good.
I'm not that high in the team.
L basketball, Marsh.
Hey, I was told Shea Gilgeous-Alexander's better than Steve Nash because he averaged 30. So
whoever said that lied to you.
the same person who cares about playoff success, but then has SG over Steve Nash, but it's fine. Like, it's cool. We can ignore that.
Basketball.
That's the issue I've had for the past 2 hours, but I didn't want to bring it up, so we can move on.
Donovan Samuels with a humble plea to me. He said, "Ron, you got to stop this."
Ron did not stop this.
Hey, Donovan Samuels pulled up on this last night too.
Oh yeah, was he spitting?
Yeah. Lightweight. Yeah,
Okay. Hey, shout out Donovan Samuels. Appreciate you for tapping in, sending the super chats, and pulling up to the Ox box.
Word.
Hakeem, oh wait, that's what's your late night joint? That's
the graveyard shift.
That's a graveyard shift. Okay.
I'm about to the Ox box.
I was feeling that.
I was feeling that too. I was like,
we do the Ox box, but the late night show is called the graveyard shift. The Ox box is just other videos, you know.
Okay.
The Ox box is dope though.
Yeah, I'm liking that.
Oxtail's coming soon. Y'all gonna love these interviews. Oxtail's coming soon. TALES, not TAI.
Oh, for sure. I thought your mama was making oxtails. I was about to say I'm about to pull
up. I'm coming too.
All right. You know your mama makes some fire. All right, we can't. Never mind. Hakeem Delph said Dwayne Wade won a scoring title and should have won MVP in that 09 season and has the most blocks as a undersized two.
Why is he supposed to win in 09?
Yeah,
whatever. Okay.
He was an MVP caliber player, but
I'm so sick of hearing that.
Should have won.
Right, I'm so sick of hearing that. Tired.
But yeah, he was great. 100%.
Yes, he was awesome in 09. 100%.
But the
that's
team was
regular season, dog.
Snowbird Sneakers said, and I think he meant to say is instead of isn't. He said until Jimmy wins a championship, he isn't overrated. Him and JT really in that same boat. Win it all and shut up, people. But I think he meant to say he
this
is
idea
overrated.
that you can't talk well about players until they win a championship is so flawed. But
I've always felt like the problem that I've always had, Mars, is I don't have a problem talking about guys being awesome when they're on their journey to win it. I just have a problem with talking about guys who have already won it, talking about those guys like that. That's my only issue. I can recognize how awesome Joker is on his way to doing what he's doing, but I can't talk about him like I talk about Olajuwon.
So in 1990, you couldn't recognize what you were seeing with Michael Jordan.
Oh, absolutely, I could, but I couldn't talk about him like I talked about Magic at that point.
If I was around, I would have been doing that.
We know Mars.
I just don't deny what I see, but it's fine.
Mm-hmm.
Fleek Allah said, quote unquote, your cousin. Just because Shaq says something doesn't make it true. And that doesn't mean Chill automatically thinks that way.
Well, first of all, I said that because Shaquille O'Neal has actually played in the association. He's seen things that a lot of us haven't seen. He knows things that a lot of us don't know.
Like
so sometimes when those guys say stuff, they're talking from a different perspective of things they've seen versus dudes that's on the outside that haven't seen some things. Hey,
like
Ron,
Rasheed Wallace.
What's up?
Ron, no, I ain't gonna say that. Look, I ain't gonna say that. I will say this though. You guys were talking about the draft the other day. Does Ja Morant's suspension potentially hurt that?
Potentially hurt the draft?
Yeah, because I heard somebody saying that right now on TV. They were saying that his thing's gonna hurt the draft for Memphis and like their whole plan for the season. Is that true?
Well,
do you guys think?
Don't they have like the 22nd pick or something?
Even still, with them, they could be looking toward the future. And if Ja is this way, there's been rumblings. I'm sure there's been rumblings around there that we might have to entertain moving off of him if this continues.
Yeah, maybe. Dame for Ja Morant.
I don't mind Dame in Memphis. In fact, I actually like Dame.
They said Portland's trading the pick to build around Dame. They said, hold on. They say Portland's trading the pick to build around Dame. And if would y'all do the pick Anthony Simons and another piece for Ja?
And putting Ja
Wait, Dame and Ja.
Dame and Ja on the same team? No. Oh my God.
First of all, ticket. Ja don't need to be in Portland. All right.
Wow. He's not lying. He not.
Ja just a wild boy. He don't need to be in Portland.
All right.
Keep him out of Portland ain't the place for you, brother.
Hey, yo, if you know, you know.
This dude, he'll be in the penitentiary if he up in Portland. He will be locked up.
Man. Stop playing, bro.
All right, so Trey Musa Gaming said, love the show. I want to know what you guys think about this year's draft class. Personally, I think Emoni Bates is a steal in this draft if he's in the right system.
I like Emoni Bates. I watched him at the draft combine. He looked real smooth. I like his game.
He reminds me of Brandon Boston Jr. That's what he reminds me of. And I thought Brandon Boston Jr. was going to be like a good player, but he hasn't shown me that yet. So,
do you think Emoni will be better though, or worse, Morris?
He got the skills, bro.
I see him as like a 6-man like microwave off the bench type. I think he can contribute, but I think it's going to take a little while. I think he's a few years away. I think he'll probably be in the G League.
I disagree, man. I think if he gets in the right situation, I think if he gets with a team, like let's just say he was to go to a team like Charlotte. I know Charlotte ain't gonna get him, but let's say he was to go to a team like that where he could really get off. I think he can be a 20-point scorer in the NBA, man. I think he has a type of skill. I think his skill set, where you look at this cat. He can get it all. He can get it on shot. He can shoot it from deep. He just needs more discipline around him. That's the thing he lacks. He lacks discipline. If he has discipline, I think he got the skills, man. I think he could be a starter in the NBA, get you around 20 points a game.
I just want to see what the Thompson twins look like. That's all.
But one of them better be good because one of them's coming to my team. So
no.
Hey,
I have news for you, buddy. That overtime.
You said yes, but one of them. We're probably gonna take Amen Thompson. He just has to be good. That's what it has to be.
I like Amen and Jalen. I mean, you like so them is two guys where Amen's gonna be a project. He is 6'7" freak athlete that can run the point guard. But it's like a dude like that, you never know which way it could go. But the potential is through the roof, and that's a project I'm willing to take a bet on, especially next to Jalen Green. You guys are damn near have the most athletic backcourt in the league.
And then
what about the other brother, Ron?
So just take away all the athleticism. Asar, from what I've seen, he's a better shooter and a better defender, but he has less playmaking feel. So he's more of like a 2-3 type, in my opinion. From what I've been told,
they're not playing no.
I think he can contribute better, probably early on. But I think the ceiling probably goes to Amen Thompson. But from what I've heard, the OT league is not very good.
There's no.
Are they twins or just brothers?
Twins.
That overtime, I thought that was a team in the G League.
It's a league.
It's a team in Atlanta.
Yeah, I think Asar's been the MVP twice. I think, but apparently it's not very good competition, so they're killing nobody.
It's not apparently. I'm
going based on what you said.
I'm here to report you. It's not real compo.
Lo, you go to? You ever been to?
I've seen it. I've commentated games.
Oh,
been
okay.
there.
That's fine.
I've been behind the scenes and all.
But were they good? But were they good? Or do they just look good because they're
not completely trash, but kind of whack low? Or
no. It's everybody. I don't know. I feel like everybody can look good when you're going up against no comp. So the things that they do in the game, it's like, what are we? Like it gets pretty
happening. That's not really happening when you doesn't translate.
Like so nasty where like we're talking about full court pressing the other team to get the ball in their hands. They're kind of running up the score nasty.
Like what Chino Hills used to do.
Yes. Actually, yes.
Okay.
So look, I'm curious though. Lo, so these kids they're in high school, or these are kids that are out of high school, but
the overtime. No. They're high school athletes, but the overtime thing itself is like a high school. They just better prepare them for like the league.
So it's like AAU that's happening during high school season too.
That is the high school. Overtime is the high school.
Right.
That's
so they get their education. They get their education.
They get their education. Yes, they get their education. They're taught, but instead of being prepared to like go to college, they are like exclusively being prepared to go to the league.
Like a sports academy.
I agree. No, I'm saying, but what I'm saying is when I say they're prepared, they're taking like financial literature classes. They're taking classes
prep school.
For the NBA, yes, that's.
Like
but if most of them aren't NBA prospects because the competition is trash, what are they doing there?
Right.
Because most of them,
that's what you're selling the idea, though.
Oh, so do you have to pay to go there? I guess.
Actually, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
You know, those kids ain't paying. You know that goes.
Well, yeah, the good ones probably, but the ones who are trash, which is most of the competition, probably have to pay. But we're getting way off topic.
No. Wait. I'm sorry. Okay, let me say real quick. No, it's two teams in overtime. They face trash teams around the area. Okay. Yeah, no, the teams themselves, the players these are like, for you to get in, you got to be good. It's the comp that they face. Like some of the better teams in Georgia or the Metro Atlanta area, I've never seen them face some of the better teams.
They play teams in Georgia. They need to come out to the West Coast.
I understand.
So we can teach the boys how to hoop.
Yes.
Why aren't they playing Cornerstone and Mount Vernon?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why don't they play like prep
schools?
Why aren't they playing those schools?
Because I don't know why, but like, okay, so the teams that they're facing are also teams that are trying to establish themselves as well. So if I'm like a lower level high school team that doesn't have any motion right now, if I can get in front of some eyes, and overtime is definitely going to have some eyes, I'm willing to throw myself in front of those people. Right. You know what I'm saying?
They need to come on out to California, like Ron said.
Well, I do think that they are trying to expand. I think the concept is dope, but
concept's definitely dope. Yeah, PC Academy coming real soon. You know, we'll do something similar. Off the court, Ticket to teach you about hypotheticals. Lo will teach you about stats. Mars will teach you how to troll. Ox will teach you, how to be a diehard fan through the ups and the downs.
Coach Ox, I got you.
He'll teach you all the isms.
Rondo power.
I had to put that up for my boy Big Ox. I had to put that up for my boy Big Ox.
That's the man. Top 5 PG all time.
That's his man.
Field time type of dude. They got the what you call it magazines with the old Bannon brothers on the front still.
I can go dig it up, Ticket though. The streets and Smith is what you're talking about. Yeah, I can go dig that up.
You crazy? Yeah. Old Bannon brothers. It was nice in school, wasn't it?
Both of them. So,
all right, Trav 414 said coaching is what's gonna win with Miami this series because Boston clearly the better team.
Yeah, Missoula be confusing me sometimes with some of his decisions.
Jay Nudie said, bruh, stop disrespecting Atlanta basketball, please. Low not valid in the ATL. He don't know.
That's not what he's saying.
He's saying playing the bad teams. And
my man did correct me. He said there's 6 teams, and they are getting paid as well in overtime. Right. They do get paid. I forgot to say that part.
They definitely get paid.
Yeah.
King said in the next 25 years, who makes top 100? Vince, Kyrie, Luka, Dwight, T-Mac, Jalen Green, Draymond.
There's only one name there that I think definitively makes it.
Dwight should have.
I think Vince would be on there too.
Dwight should have been top 75.
Yeah, Dwight should have made it.
T-Mac probably should have been top 75 as well.
Dwight, T-Mac, and
Jalen Green will be there for sure.
I'm not gonna be too confident about any other names, but Dwight should have. Without it, I made it. I can't. Like, who's going to be available for the next 25? It might bump out a couple of names that y'all not willing to have those conversations about. Well, Luka will also should be on there as well. The way that everything's panning out.
It's some dudes in the top 50 that I'm thinking, yo, Dave DeBusschere, let's go.
Yeah, I was gonna Dave DeBusschere's one.
But they're clearly not gonna pull them out.
Lenny Wilkins, let's go. Come on, brother.
Luka making it if he called Jenny Craig.
Hold on, y'all disrespecting the great Lenny Wilkins. Come on, man, y'all.
Ticket. This dude played over 12 years. Not one time did he never make an All-Pro team. Not one time.
Disrespecting Lenny Wilkins, but we can disrespect Dwayne Wade for 2 hours. Okay.
Speaking of disrespecting retired players,
comparing him to Jimmy ain't disrespecting D-Wade. Jimmy Butler is
saying Lenny Wilkins ain't top 75 ain't disrespecting Lenny Wilkins either.
How you gonna play 12 years and you one of the 75 best players and never make an all-league team? Not one time do you make an all-pro team. Not once.
They'll tell you know what you're doing right now, though.
Hey,
oh my God!
I got a super chat from Bino. Speaking of players being disrespected, he said, "Ticket always talking about disrespect that always happens to retired players, and then says this bullshit. You sad, man.
Oh wow.
D-Wade played his butt off in the regular season and the postseason. The fact that we having this convo is sad.
Jimmy did too. That's why he won. Jimmy did too. That's why he won on average more games in Miami in the regular season. Sucker. Now put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Disrespecting the older generations, man.
Time out. I told you the truth. Jimmy Butler won on an average more games than what D-Wade won with the what you call without LeBron with the Heat. That's fact.
Because he was hurt.
No. I'm talking about every year. I'm talking about since D-Wade came in the league, all the way through his career in Miami for the years. So what is he talking about?
You're right.
That's it, nigga.
You're right,
Disrespect to no other generation, but it's fine.
Here we go.
And he was averaging over 20. God, they act like Jimmy Butler wasn't doing shit during the regular season. He just show up in the playoffs. No, he takes his game to another level in the playoffs, and y'all don't give him props during the regular season because y'all praise these hoes like KD and them dudes running around here stripping all over the neighborhood.
Facts. Disrespect to no other generation, but it's fine.
Moving along, Hakeem Delph said, "Do you agree?"
No,
LeBron James should have won the MVP in 2009.
No. Jesus.
He could have, though. He could have.
No.
He was like a 7 seed or something. He's not winning the MVP.
I'm not even on the playoffs. Let's take the playoffs.
Watch how nasty Low is. Low, you rate KD over Jimmy right now?
As a Kevin Durant all time? Or
over Jimmy right now? No, I'm talking about right now.
Yeah, KD's still better.
They know what I'm talking about. Go ahead, Ron. Go ahead, Ron.
Hold on, I'm putting it in the chat right now. Who's better?
Y'all prove my point. The nigga got sent home, mopped up, swept up, clean up on aisle 6, sent his ass home, and he talking about Jimmy. And he talking about he's still better than Jimmy. Come on, bro.
You have a loser in your top 12.
No, I'm not saying that. Who's in my top 12?
You have Charles Barkley in your top 12.
Tickets list
changed. Hold on, but he played.
Like, that's why it doesn't.
Hold on, but that doesn't time out. It's still dudes that ain't won the championship. I got in the top 20. I'm pretty sure you do too.
Okay, but I don't praise losing.
You don't have no losers. You don't have no. Everybody that's in your top 20 won a chip.
That's the legend of winning you talking to.
Yes. I do not praise the losing ticket. Come on.
If he the legend of winning, why? No, I ain't gonna say nothing. Go ahead.
Yo, come on. Bean Hoops with the super chat said, "Ticket, doesn't Jimmy have to win a ring before getting praise, like you said for Jokic?"
I said that.
What's wrong with y'all? He said if he wins a ring, that's literally
people just wanted to get angry.
Yeah, I don't know. Jesus.
Still disrespect any other generation, but it's fine.
He's literally saying if he wins a ring, bro.
No, that's what it is. It's disrespect.
Hey Mars, I love you. You a jackass, boy. I'm gonna tell you right now.
I'm just calling it how I see it. You're just disrespecting the older generation.
Hey Ron, you remember that? You remember that show used to come on MTV called Jackass when they would do this crazy stuff?
Hey Mars, stop snitching, Mars.
What Mars is? Mars is
like telling me that's not disrespectful to the old generation.
I'm talking about Angie Carr.
Pushing you in a pushing you in a pool full of snakes. That's Mars.
Yeah,
I'm just calling it how I see it.
Putting firecrackers in your drawers and stuff. Yeah, that's him. That's him, man.
Disrespect to the older generation.
Shout out Jackass. Shout out Steve-O. Shout out all of them. Donovan Samuel said, "Who has been the best role player in the NBA playoffs?"
They all role players, but I think the best role player other
than stars.
I think it's Rui. I think he's been the best role player. I think it's been the best. I think he's been the best.
No, Kyle Lowry's actually not that bad of a
name. I think Kyle Lowry, bro.
Malcolm Brogdon.
That's also another really good name.
Mm-hmm. That's a good pick.
I know it's a good pick.
Okay, I'm rocking with Kyle Lowry though, chill, man. The way Kyle Lowry kept him in that game last night, bro.
Yeah, I'm not mad at those names.
13 points in the second quarter or something.
Technically, be Jamal Murray since he's not a star, but I see what y'all saying though.
McDoob said, "Bruh, Doc need to do his job and make adjustments. How you asking Harden to do his job, but not Doc to make adjustments?"
Because Doc's job is to put you on the court.
Exactly.
That's his job. That's the argument for Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers' job is put you on the court. You guys need to figure it out. Did Mike
D'Antoni make adjustments? Did Steve Kerr make adjustments?
Yes, he did.
Steve Kerr made adjustments. What?
Yes.
And what happened? He still got his ass whooped.
Okay.
Okay.
What?
But did Mike D'Antoni make adjustments? No, and that's why I think they're in the same level. Mike D'Antoni's also
Kevin McHale made adjustments, got fired. Come on, bro.
No, Kevin McHale got fired because he called out James Harden. That's why he got fired.
Right. And this type of shit that's going on. We firing good coaches, Chilltown, and we need to speak up for those coaches because at the end of the day, you can't have this type of stuff going on.
Let's speak up for Nick Nurse. I agree. Let's speak up for Nick Nurse. Let's speak up for Monty Williams. The good coaches
I've spoken up for Nick Nurse on
it. Monty getting fired, I actually think that's by far the most egregious thing.
We can speak up for the good coaches getting fired. That's fine.
I don't think Monty got
Bud and Doc. No.
Monty didn't get fired because of his coaching. Monty got fired because there's new ownership in Phoenix, and I think that they want to.
Oh, true. That's true.
Yeah, that makes sense. But I'm happy to speak up for those guys, the good coaches.
Mm-hmm. Monty is a good coach.
Yeah, yes, I agree.
He is.
I'm with y'all on Bud. I'm out on him. That's a dude that don't make no adjustments.
Yeah, so does what's his name? So does
Doc Rivers.
All right, low.
Paul was said. I'm also gonna speak out for him too, man.
Magic Johnson did it, man.
Magic got him fired.
Magic Johnson did it.
Magic got him fired.
Hey, Lo. Let me ask you one. Lo,
that's
is
crazy.
Cock making adjustments? Is Cockeye making adjustments?
Yeah,
he made one against Philly.
He made
with
one
Robert
against
Williams.
Doc Rivers, and that's how he beat him.
All right.
He literally made one against Doc, and that's how he beat Doc.
All right. See if he make an adjustment this series then. Yeah.
Well, I think Eric Spoelstra's a better coach. So even if he makes one, like I told you like 3 months ago, he's one of the best coaches in the league. So I don't really.
Oh no, I agree with you on that. I just didn't think he was better than Doc, but I give you that right now. I give you that.
Oh, another I'm wrong moment.
I give you that. I give you that. I'm a real cat.
Say you're wrong. No,
I'm a real cat. I give you that. I was wrong. I give you that. I'm a real cat, bro. I'm a real cat.
It is.
Would you just take that? He said it, Lo. You something else, boy.
No,
yeah,
he didn't say I'm wrong. Not I give that to you.
I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong, Lo. I was wrong about that. I was wrong about that, dog. You was right about that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. He spoke that dude, man. He spoke over there looking like he one of them goddamn man. He spoke a legend, bro.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Ain't that crazy how 2 months
went from not over tips to a legend?
No, I don't. No. I always thought he was great. I just thought Doc Rivers was a better coach. That's all I said.
You said Tibbs was also better as
Thibodaux,
well,
too.
and that was boy.
I still like Tibbs. I just think he hadn't had the same talented teams.
I like him too.
All right, super chats.
Ladarius Munford said, "Can they get someone else to coach Giannis other than Doc? Sam Cassell, Mark Jackson, anybody other than Doc?" LOL.
Mark Jackson is another one.
Doc keeps getting interviews for a reason. He keeps getting interviews for a reason, chill.
Shit, they need to try. They need to try me out. If they gonna give Doc a shot,
don't do
Get
that.
JJ Redick.
Don't do that, bro.
Get JJ Redick.
Don't do that, chill.
Oh no, I don't want JJ Redick either.
Get JJ
So
Redick.
don't you get into that with them, man. You gonna have all them old heads calling your phone.
All right, y'all. Moving along. Vince with the super chat said, "Thoughts on former players getting head coaching jobs over assistants with more experience? For example, Rex Calamane got 30 years experience, but I hear JJ to the 76ers rumor."
Vince, no,
Because the players know the game. The players, hold on, but a lot of times you got some certain players, you can see it as a teammate. Guys mature, you understand the game. You know, he might not have been the best player on the team, but sometimes those are the best guys to put in there. They understand the pulse of the locker room. They understand this new era. Sometimes the older coaches don't know. That's the point that Low and them, I do give them about Doc. Sometimes you may get out of touch with how this new game is being played. So sometimes you do need that newer voice. But the younger guys, like I said, they understand. These young guys that's leaving as coaches, leaving as players and coming as coaches, boom, they ready to roll. They understand what's going on. So I agree with that.
I don't think JJ's getting that job though, y'all.
No, he is not.
I don't think he's gonna. I think he's gonna get an interview.
Yeah.
I don't think he's gonna job.
I don't think he'd be a bad coach.
I think he needs to join I don't want to spend too much time on it, but I think he needs to join a team that can kind of, slowly get him into that situation. I don't think that's a bad time.
McDoob said, "It's not Doc's fault. Why do all his teams lose the same way?"
Because he coaches choke artists.
Stop, McDoob. Stop, bro. You just don't understand it.
He just coaches playoff chokers. That's why.
Yes, that's
unfortunate.
Jesus.
McDoob said, "Ticket logic flawed. He's the same one that said Udoka did nothing wrong." And Ticket, name a great Doc culture moment.
When he won with the Celtics.
Facts.
A moment, though. A moment. You got a moment?
Hey, but hold on. The only thing Udoka did wrong was holler at somebody shorty. That's it.
All right. Chill. I'll see you later. I'll see you about
yes,
to
sir.
leave, man.
All right, Ron, I got to bounce, brother.
All right, chill.
Fellas, tomorrow. I'll see y'all tomorrow.
I heard the yelling in the background.
Yeah, go ahead and handle that business, chill.
Yeah, chill. I heard the yelling in the background.
Yeah.
He was like, "Hey,
Go ahead and handle that.
Jermaine, get out of here now."
All right. Best in the lobby said Giannis Antetokounmpo seemed so happy when a fan said, "Come to the Warriors."
He ain't going nowhere.
Of course he would. A fan say something to you, get a little happy, but he ain't going to the Warriors though.
No, if Giannis goes to the Warriors, he's out the Hakeem combos. Because
He's
he ran from the guy.
If he go to the Warriors, I'm done with him.
Hey, if he goes to the Warriors, bro, I'm telling you, I'm not watching no more basketball. No
respect.
Games, nothing.
Zero respect. He ever go to the Warriors.
You're gonna have to start really rooting for Jokic now.
Man, bro.
I ain't going to no Trailblazers games. I'm not doing nothing.
Jokic might be my favorite player if that fool go over there.
Wait, what if he joined the Kings?
I'm a hockey fan. Well, hold on, that's different though, Lo.
Yeah, see,
that's different, though, No, because we're not a dynasty. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wait, that's not what you made it seem like y'all starting something special over there.
Don't do this, Lo. I never said that, Lo. I never said that.
Lo, you nasty as hell, bro. You nasty.
But look, I don't want Giannis. I don't want Giannis to come to the Kings. Personally, I mean, obviously, I want.
Hook him to a lie detector test.
Nah, I mean, I want. Hey, it's only one person I want. I want Jaylen Brown.
That's a crazy pick over Giannis.
I mean, it's not like I'm picking him over. I would just rather have, I like competitive basketball, bro. I don't want Giannis to come over here. Like, I still want to see good games.
Assad Muhammad said, Big Baby Davis said Doc Rivers is an overrated coach.
But that's why they call him Big
Baby Davis is overrated, man. This man running around here, man. Come on, man.
Exactly. Doesn't matter that he's a former player. You don't know what
Big Baby Davis is a crash dummy. Go look at the deck, man. Oh, he said Doc Rivers stayed his career and gave him another job when he should have been out of the league. He should have never said nothing dirty about Doc.
Facts.
What about
Rasheed Wallace? He could have never been on the Clippers weighing 325 pounds like he was.
I'm gonna hold my tongue on Big Baby.
Titan DMC said coaching matters. Rivers has underperformed too many times. Monty did not use Aiden properly. Where were Rivers Aiden properly? Where were Rivers' adjustments? Stop the excuses.
What do you mean he didn't use Aiden? Well, that is true. I agree with that. He didn't use Aiden properly. That is true. I agree with that.
What about the Doc not making adjustments?
A lot of coaches don't make adjustments.
Only you give him a pass.
Only you give him a pass, Lo.
We're only specifically talking about Doc right now. What about Doc adjustments?
Lo, he's crazy. This nigga Lo is crazy, bro. only you give him a pass, bro.
I'm just saying, man.
Gave Mike D'Antoni a pass.
I said he doesn't make adjustments. I said Mike D'Antoni does not make adjustments. That's why they in the same ballpark, man.
Yo, but he got a ring though.
Facts.
He coached KG.
Did man coach Amari and Steve Nash MVP?
Hey, Steve Nash ain't better than Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
Who better, KG or Amari Stoudemire?
That team was picked to win the chip, bro.
I don't know why they had to play.
I do agree with that.
All right, y'all. Moving along. Angie Carr said again, how is Doc getting opportunity after opportunity when a great coach like Mark Jackson is blackballed?
I agree. I like Mark Jackson. I agree. I like Mark. Hold on. I like Mark Jackson, but you got to remember, Doc is black too. So I mean, that logic doesn't work. But at the same time, I like Mark Jackson, and but Doc is a good coach, man. The people know this, bro. They know this. The only people that don't know is niggas like Lowe and Mars. They the only people that don't know.
And Rasheed Wallace. Say Rasheed Wallace as well.
Big Baby.
I got to hear Steve say that first. You got to send me that clip.
1v1 Unknown said, I don't think there's a channel more entertaining than this show. Oh my God. Salute the panel. Ticket is dead ass, one of a kind. Respect.
Salute
my man 1v1 Unknown. Jake D'Antoni. Oh, we got Mike Sun tapping in today. He said, yo, panel, especially the older cats, who are the top 5 best teams you've ever seen?
Oh, that's easy.
These fools gonna say
the O2 Kings, right? The O2 Kings, right?
Wait, what was the question? What was the question?
The five best teams you've ever seen. So this is for you guys.
We got all 5. We got 5 here, so we can all give
Jordan Bulls.
One name.
Jordan Bulls.
So every year Jordan was there. Just
a specific year. A specific year ticket.
Not
probably. I would say 93, 92, 92, 3, and then the 95, 96 team.
Okay, Bobby.
Since I'm gonna go with the 04 Pistons. That's one of my favorite teams. So.
Mars.
The 2016 Golden State Warriors.
Oh, you gonna say that?
Hey, y'all know where I'm going. Oh, I'm gonna say 01 Lakers.
Damn,
that's tough, Ron. That was a great pick right there, Ron.
You know that was coming low.
Yeah,
going up, Ron, like Kobe and Shaq.
I mean, but if you want to take them low, you could take them. I got the 5th.
No. I'll say 2013 Miami Heat.
Oh my god.
What'd you say?
2013
Ray
Miami.
Allen saved their legacy.
Oh,
Okay. That's crazy.
But the 07 Spurs, I really liked them too, though.
The problem with the Spurs is that like none of them, Manu and Tony didn't peak at the same time that Duncan.
It were better than the Bird. It were better than the Bird Celtics.
Ben just said the 05 Spurs.
I didn't watch. I didn't watch.
I never really watched enough for them to really call it. I was a big fan of like those. Oh, even though it was a Mike D'Antoni team, those Suns, because I was always a big Amari Stoudemire fan, so I liked watching them play too.
Those are
but can you imagine though if those dudes would have all peaked at the same time? What that
Manu and Tony?
I mean, even I guess Tim Duncan was in his prime throughout that whole time. But yeah. So Manu,
he didn't peak with them. Yeah, if Manu Tony peaked with Duncan, that'd been crazy.
You didn't see 05 Manu Ginobili, who should have won Finals MVP. It was fun.
I don't think Tony.
Yeah, but Tony Parker just wasn't. He just wasn't good enough. That's what it was.
I know he wasn't, but I mean,
I'm in the game like Tony Parker.
Ginseng with the super chat said, "I lost my rent money on Underdog.
Whoa.
Pick under for rebounds for AD. Jordan Farmar still top 60 point guards of the 2000s.
He might be top 45. He might be top 45.
No, he's not.
You don't think Jordan Farmar is a top 45 point guard?
No, I watch Jordan Farmar pretty religiously.
Oh, hey.
What is Dub doing?
Dub, why are you doing this? Yeah. Dub tweaking himself.
Well, that wasn't me. I don't know what you're talking about. Yes. That was Mars.
No, I'm just my hands are folded on whatever, Dub.
It's probably you or Euro. Euro's in the background. Yeah, I was just here waiting for open gyms coming on next. I said,
just fake ass.
Fake ass what? What am I doing?
Let him breathe to that ticket. Stall him out there. Yo, come on. We got a couple more.
Hold on. I need everybody to do something.
We're not going to get through the super chat.
Everybody hit the subscribe button right now.
I got a couple more I got to get through, though.
We right at 90,000 subs. We at 89.9. Hit the subscribe button. Let's get to 90,000, bro.
Make sure y'all subscribe, man.
Yo, and hit that like button, too. Yo, get us up to 1,500 likes for once. For once during a live episode, with it being damn near 3,000 people, can we at least get 1,500 likes? All right, y'all. Jay Nutty said, salute ticket. You already know LDC. We know the real. Jimmy been an excellent leader ever since he left Chicago. Jimmy shows nothing but tough love.
He was a great leader in Chicago as well.
No, I ain't never doubted Jimmy's leadership. I always said the teams.
Hey, what was that? What was that series? Remember, D Rose hit the game winner and Jimmy hit the game winner the next.
That was 2015.
2015. The year they were robbed against the Cavs. Yep.
Yeah, they could have. They actually could have.
They should have won.
Yes.
They should have
won. That was an exciting.
David Black calling timeouts.
I'm actually surprised people like Ticket don't call that because
they should have. The Cavs should have gone down 3-1.
Yeah, they should have actually. Yes, they should have.
But no one wants to bring that up. They just no Kyrie, no Kevin Love. Jeremy. Sorry. Carry on.
All right, y'all. I'm gonna read a couple more super chats, and we're gonna transition this from the panel straight to open gym. Y'all,
can I have a super chat for Mars?
Yeah, go ahead.
You
said 2-3 months ago. He said,
"Hey, open gym's coming up.
No,
stop. You don't have time. Just ask me on open gym. Ask me on
2 or 3 months ago.
Hold on. Logo asked you now, but you gotta answer on open gym no more.
No. He has to answer here. Mars said 2 or 3 months ago he's gonna wait to see what Jokic does in the playoffs, and Jokic plays great in the playoffs, and he will then make his determination if he's peak higher offensively than Kobe.
Don't do that.
So Mars.
Has the playoffs concluded?
No, that's not what you said yesterday.
I have to wait to see the playoffs. The playoffs.
That's not what you said yesterday when the stream was over.
See the Prove it.
Wow. Okay. All right. Say less. The
playoffs have to be over. The playoffs have to be over. Once the playoffs conclude, I can make a formal.
Y'all over here flirting.
Hey, Lo, you disgusting for pushing that narrative. Hey, Lo. You're more disgusting because I heard what you said that Kevin Garnett peaked higher than Kobe too. Offensive, you a sad dude.
I didn't say offensively. Never said
offensively. He said peaked him as just as a player,
not offensive.
Not offensive.
Which is still ridiculous.
Yeah, he was by himself. But I think the worst take that's ever been said is saying Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is better than Steve Nash. To me, that's the worst take I've ever heard. But
no, I think he's a better basketball player than Steve Nash. I do.
Oh yeah, how many conference finals he made?
0.
He's a better basketball player. I ain't talking about career.
So now, no.
I mean, how can he be better basketball player? He ain't got no dog in him to get to the conference finals.
But when Butler and D-Wade,
what is he talking about? What, his career just started. What are you talking about?
Yeah,
but his career
you
just
sound like you crowded loser.
Did he get out? Hold on. Did he get out to a better start than Steve Nash?
We're praising
Hold on.